retreat! No surrender! Charge!
Follow me, and I promise you glory.
Hello, everybody. And welcome to the stream. Pushba, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Everyone, make sure you're following Pushba if you aren't already. You know what to do. There's a button. Well, there was a button. It's probably gone by now, but we are going to be getting into some duns very shortly. And also, I have to do thank you, Sleepy Catten, as well, for the follow. Just a reminder to everyone, the regular buttons, you can do !who and !dund. And all the alerts, all those things are muted during the dund so we don't get interrupted. And that is who everybody is, etc. I see that Gwen is trying to trigger the sound alerts borking. But I'll quickly say hello to everybody and then we'll get over, do an intro, and say hi to everybody. How about that? Hello, Jub. Hello, Nemit. Thank you for the watch streak. Hello, Garn. Hello, Gwen. Gwen did a bully. But thank you for the watch streak. Hello, Poke. Thank you for the horn. Hello, Devil. Thank you for the horn. Hello, Pushba, of course. Hello, Jade. Have I missed anybody? If I missed anybody, I apologize. Gwen, I'm not doing a quiz. I'm not doing a quiz before D&D. I have 5 players patiently waiting, including yourself, to play a game of fantasy magic. So we're not interrupting it with a quiz. So get wrecked or something. I don't flipping know. Okay. Do I have any other announcements? The VOD for this should be up, like today or today my time, but it'll probably be tomorrow for most people. Like if you're in UK EU times. Quiz at the end on next stream. I'm not going to remember for next stream, and Gwen's not doing it to actually get me to do a quiz, Devil. Gwen's doing it to use the quiz redeem thing because now that she's modded, she can refund the points and she can do it infinitely. And I'm not doing it unless Gwen actually provides a quiz that she wants me to do, and I'm not doing it today regardless because I have D&D to run, not do a quiz. Gwen knows full well. So know that I am pointing my finger in a disapproving manner at the screen. There you go. Very, very judgy screen pointing. Anyway, should we get over to the thing and actually do an intro and start this fun times? I gotta make sure everyone's unmuted. Why are you not behaving? Sorry, 1 second. This is being very wonky weird. Why is it being wonky weird? Come on, Discord. Work. I know that's what mods are for, but I'm not doing one right now anyway. On-screen celebration. What's that do? What does that do, Gwen? Did I see something cool? Did I miss it? Okay. Oh look, we got everybody now. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Troublemaker. Okay, so we are joined today by
Hello.
Nemeth,
Hello.
Gon,
Hello.
Gwen,
Hi.
Jade.
Hi.
Jade is in a box.
Hi.
A cardboard box.
Yeah, just a very small
Damn.
cardboard box.
I didn't sleep well. I might doze off during this, and I apologize in advance.
No, I was thinking when I got here. Oh, Jade sounds like she slept well last night. She doesn't sound so tired. And then the stream starts immediately back to normal.
Oh, it was more that I woke up like half an hour before the stream, so I woke up at 4:30. But by naturally, not with an alarm or anything, I couldn't get back to sleep, and so I just got even less sleep than I usually would have.
Oh. Well, where did I put my water bottle?
I don't know. Where did you put your water ball?
On the floor behind me.
Oh. That'd be a good riddle for a horrible death trap.
Mm.
Is it?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, just thinking of ring-based riddles. Okay, so I should do a summary, and then we can get going. So last time, the party was over here in the Temple of Calyrax, doing a fight with a bunch of guards. The fight escalated. The senator that they were hoping to ask questions of was killed. Also, a farmer was killed.
Fucking
And there's probably going to be repercussions in the future from that. We'll find out. They were trying to work out what they wanted to do with the body, and then it was eventually decided that they would take the bodies back to the Argonag embassy. Or were you dumping them before? I actually don't. I genuinely don't remember which one you settled on.
I can't remember.
Because I've written both
Um,
things down in here, and I actually don't know which one it was. But
It's
anyway,
definitely one of them.
it was definitely one of them. I'm gonna say you took the bodies with you, and you didn't try to dump them.
I thought they were dumping him in the water.
but yeah,
No, we dumped
Yeah.
them apart from the captain, I thought.
Oh yeah, there was
Yeah,
one body we kept.
Right,
yeah.
that's the
We
reason why my
kept
notes are confusing.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Because my notes say dumped bodies and took bodies to Argonag Embassy. So I'm like, well, they can't have
We
done
were just
both
used
of
to
those
typing
things.
bodies.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
no, they hit the water.
Yeah,
They hit the
that was
water.
last week.
And then
Let the
After
bodies
that-
hit the ocean floor.
no, the
It's the river.
river. Aira and Winnie and Roz
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
decided that they would seek answers for Aira by going to the Raven's Hill, where they encountered a strange individual who identified themselves as the Raven, and they were informed that Raven's Hill is a very unusual place, that you have to be very careful when you go on it, and you could accidentally go to another world from it, which could be useful if this world blows up and you need a new world. And also they were told never to return unless they actually intended to go through one of the portals, because that's what the Raven's there to do, to stop people from making very stupid life choices. And then you guys were going back to the embassy too.
If only I could have spoken to this bird that prevents stupid life choices when I was talking to the other one.
Yeah, but this bird
It's the man.
is a person
Oh, it looks like a man.
dressed in a stupid costume.
Oh,
So-
You
God,
wouldn't want to
Bird
talk
is
to this
just so
person based on his
determined in.
dress.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
well.
He's like
Yeah, at the
the
very end, we had all
Birdman.
made it back to the embassy for a night's rest.
Yes. So that's where we'll begin. I'll begin by briefly explaining when you guys with the cart, because you obviously get there first. When you arrive at the Isle of Sails, actually going through the city in general, it is much quieter than it was during the day. You can see that there are lots of high guard out in force. The rioting appears to have abated almost entirely. And you get to the Isle of Sails, but this is the part that's weird, is there's almost nobody around. So the High Guard are still keeping an eye, probably for looters, but all of the embassies appear abandoned. When you get to the Argonag embassy, the door is not locked. Honestly, it probably hasn't actually been closed. You are able to pull the coach into there's a stable yard next to all of the embassies, so that they can get around town in style. When you enter the door, the first thing that you're confronted with is in the lobby. Eggle is slumped against the wall in pieces, not eviscerated like somebody's ripped them apart. They look like they've fallen apart, and they are very visually dead. So that's what you find when you get there, which I believe should be
wheat.
Wheat, and Garn was probably already still there.
Hello.
I don't recall who Heckle was.
Eggle
Butlery guy.
was the butler.
Ka-clunk, ka-clunk, ka-clunk.
Oh,
Oh. Oh no. They got my dear friend. Who was this? Oh, I don't think I exchanged a word with this fella.
No, I don't think you did either. He's just the butler.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Definitely not
should-
homunculus.
Have a look at the clues.
How long do they appear to have been dead for?
You can make a medicine check if you like.
Yay, I'm great at that one. Oh,
Oh. 7. They've been dead for
7.
a time.
Yes, it would appear that they are dead.
Yep. that's
Yes,
about
I
as specific as
concur.
you can do a medicine check too. if you- Oh, right. Yeah. Never mind.
He did.
It showed up just then for me. Yep. That's a dead guy. I mean, the
Right.
dislocated arms, legs, and very wrong angled neck probably was a giveaway.
I can just
Yes.
imagine the both of them just there with sticks poking at the bits of bodies. The body,
More
like,
more
yeah.
bits fall off.
That's what I'm just imagining.
Are there signs of a struggle besides the dead man?
No.
No. Interesting. This man was assassinated silently in a manner that involved dislocating all limbs and breaking neck.
There's no blood either, by the way.
And there is no blood. That's
He's been
fascinating.
drained.
Has he been drained, or was he a homunculus? For he were an unusual man when we met him.
You can make. Well, that would be a nature check.
This is using all of my greatest skills.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Same.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, he looks like a person to you, but it's very weird that his legs have all fallen off without
This
any
is
blood.
most strange.
perhaps if I look, are his legs still here?
Yeah, they're just like so. Basically, it looks like, because for you, the people, not you, the players, like the characters in universe have no effing clue because you're just there poking them with sticks. This homunculus sat down, and when their life force left, the binding energy that kept them together went away, and all the bits that were stuck together fell apart.
I get
if you
it,
just
but
fell
like,
apart,
but
you can actually
like
pick
my
it up.
character wise has no idea.
Oh yeah, your character's like trying to
apart
work out
like
how you dislocate that many limbs without any blood. That's what your character's thinking.
Yeah.
Someone's just pulled him apart like a Barbie.
Yeah.
Well then, it would appear that we must be on alert as we proceed through this place.
Can I pick up one of his legs and inspect it? Like,
Yeah.
is that like? Is it obvious? Is it like incredibly obvious that this would be not a person's leg if I pick it up and like look at it?
If you pick it up and you look at it, you can very clearly see that it's skin, and presumably there's bone inside it. But the odd part about it is that it's got woodworm, which normally skin and bone don't have.
This is weird. This guy's got worms. Woodworms specifically.
It's
I know what
very
those are, fortunately.
It's very glossy. You know, like when you have a really bad bruise and like your skin goes shiny?
Yeah.
All of his skin is shiny. Like
It
that.
looks like he's been buffing his legs, just like I do my head. He's got a very nice shine to him.
You can see
He's a
yourself
well-groomed
reflected.
man.
I can see myself in his leg, and I can see his leg in the reflection bouncing back off my head. I have created perpetual mirrors.
Yeah, it's just it's just Urslim's just like descending off into infinity.
This is phenomenal. Go on, have a look at this.
What?
Well,
very reasonable.
Well, okay then. Is there anything you should like to say over him to have him have good passage to his gods? That seems like something you should do.
Fine, I'll touch his shiny head.
No, I'm the one with the shiny head. He has hair.
Blessing Ursuline.
Why not touch Ursuline's shiny head?
Like Ursuline, you're gonna die. Sorry to tell you.
Ah, well,
And the guy's shiny leg.
Are you going to press all the body parts individually?
I don't want to touch any of them, honestly.
Oh. Well, okay. I tossed the leg aside, nonchalantly.
It like clunks against the floor like it's made of wood, but it
How is it
sure
like
is
noise?
yeah, it sure as heck looks like it's skin and bone.
Didn't you tell me you knew someone who seemed to enjoy the touch of wood quite a lot?
Oh.
If only he were here, he'd be able to tell whatever's going on here quite reasonably. However, that is enough of studying this man. Perhaps we will see what else proceeded in this room. Let us see if the person we beheaded is still here. In the whatever room we put them in.
Wait, person we sorry what?
Yeah.
Yes,
You were
you were there. Oh, and drunk. You were sort of there.
Yeah.
In-
So you go to the
you were
cold
nearby.
store room. You can see that it is as you left it. They did not come back and collect. I mean, actually, no. You know what? There's probably one of the body bags missing, but that's just because you need to take a pack lunch with you. So, like, the rest of them are still here, and the beheaded corpse is on the floor. But there's probably some
There we
footprints
go.
through the blood, because you didn't do anything to the body after beheading it, so most of the floor is their blood now.
There we go. Now, God, do you think if we were to sew this head back on, we would be able to talk to it?
Probably not. He is very dead.
Think this was a woman, but yes, they are.
They are very dead.
Yes. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. In the future, we will have to be more conservative in how we dismember our corpses.
Also, I should point out, you already spoke to that person, and speaking to them is what made you cut their head off.
Yes, but perhaps now that they're dead, they will understand that we do actually mean business.
No, that's not how that spell do.
Jesus.
Well, if nothing else, wherever they are now, they've learned that we will not. We will carry out our threats.
They've learnt their lesson and they won't do it again.
Exactly. Exactly.
Look, you've
It's
been
not
very
a mistake
naughty.
they shall make again. I can
I'm-
rest assured that the next time I interrogate this person, they shall provide me very little resistance.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely learned their lesson. They'll never do it again.
Anyway, well, that's good. So, guard, this guard captain that I brought back with me, you see here, I puppeteer them, I guess. Here we go. Now, we ran over their head with a carriage pulled by goats, I think it were.
Yeah, but yes, close enough.
Ursuline does not know
Was
his
it this
hand.
guard that we ran over, was it? No.
Yes, this one was. Oh no, it's the senator. That's right. You're right. Sorry, it was the senator, not a captain. Or did we take? No, we left the senator behind because it couldn't
The
take.
senator's body was without. You killed. It ran over its head. There's no saving
more
that.
Yes, I got the two confused. Yes,
You
this
got the
guard
guard
captain
captain.
who has had no corpse mutilation occur to them at all. Could you get us to talk to them, perhaps?
I'm gonna have to just get you to say that again.
So we have here a dead guard captain who was serving a senator that this beheaded woman wanted us to, was going to meet, and we were after them to get information. However, one of us, who will remain nameless, but they're the one who's not here, or there's many of us not here in character, but I'm sure you know which one I mean. They shot the senator. We were trying to take this person alive, and they were immediately shot. the one with a bow, in a manner that was not helpful. I was giving pursuit in a carriage, and unfortunately, due to my lack of knowledge, I failed to stop the goats from trampling all over the body. So their face was unfortunately rather mashed and uncommunicative. However, the guard captain, we presume, would have some information. However, we also killed them. I think I killed them, to be honest. I probably blew them up with my sword. But I hopefully did not crit this person. So, this person is still in reasonably good condition for a dead person. And therefore, we presumed that we could torch them, provided we had the means and magics which you possess.
So, you wish me to talk to someone who has been shot.
They were stabbed,
and trampled.
Actually. No. That's a different person. Shot and trampled is the person we left behind. This one was merely stabbed and or slashed by me.
Let them cut this guy.
They also took some light thunder damage.
You see, you wish me to talk to a dead person with a hole in them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am a cleric, not a miracle worker.
Well, you know, now that you've phrased it like that, though, I think you are.
Yeah.
I think you are.
That's kind of what a cleric is, isn't it?
I think it's
maybe in a
that
few
exact face of
15 levels, maybe.
Well, actually,
Divine Intervention is level 10, isn't it?
I'm not asking for a miracle. I simply want you to speak with a dead person.
Now, you see, I'm going to ask Garn, out of character, did you remember to level up to level 5, and did you prepare to speak with dead?
No.
I didn't think so.
This is the middle of the night, but yeah.
Perhaps you should have a sleep, and when you wake up, you will know how to talk to this person.
The vampire embassy gremlins are going to come along and smash this person's face in, just to spite you.
Oh god, you're killing
They
me.
look like the vulgar militia in Elden Ring.
No.
They're just like little guys. And they come and smash his face up.
Well, that is the whole purpose of me bringing them here to you. You see? Okay, let me think. What other alternatives do I have?
Well, if Garn's going to level up, you're going to have to wait for a rest anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want to just leave this corpse with the other corpse in the blood room with the body bags?
I'm going to write a quick note to say, not for eating, and leave it on the body.
There's nobody here!
Well, just in case. I can see that one body got taken.
Right. And vampires famously will definitely acquiesce to your sign.
Tell you what, I'll leave it as a different note. In that case, I will think about this some more and say, let's see.
They might acquiesce to the sign. I mean, like, they can't enter your home without permission.
This is their home.
I will leave a note.
It's their home.
Yes, I will leave a note on this
It's
captain.
their fridge.
I will leave a note on this captain to say he was French. And then the vampires will see him and think, he ate a lot of garlic, and therefore he is not good for us.
Right,
Yes.
okay. Yeah. See, what you've done there is you've put a nice piece of meat in their fridge and stuck a note to it saying mine.
Yes. Only if someone pure evil would eat something in the fridge that was labeled for someone else.
Actually, no, this isn't even, like, good. This is, like, moldy, smashed up steak. It's got a hole in it.
Exactly. They would not choose this one if they were so too. And it would
That's
be
why
so...
I had the $3 off coupon.
Exactly. They will not touch this one.
Okay.
Anyway, God, you have a sleep, and while you're asleep, your God will come before you and say, "Yes, I give you permission to talk to this person. Here's how." And then when I wake up, I will be freed from this living nightmare, and we will have the information that I so wish.
Also, I should look at how long it would take a room full of blood to dry.
Wait.
Because I feel like you'd be making
actually
little
learn Speak
footprints.
with Dead.
What?
Hmm?
I can't actually learn Speak with Dead.
You can. It's a level
Wait,
3
what?
spell. A level 5.
Level 3 cleric.
The only level 3 spells I have is Magic Circle and Major Image.
Wait, what?
What?
What do you mean?
That's... All clerics can learn that.
Oh yeah, I had to reload the page. Never mind.
Right. Okay, I was gonna say...
Oh.
The only 2 cleric spells I can cast are wizard spells.
It would seem that your God is rather fickle. Or perhaps a prankster.
Okay,
But
well...
what if I incite greed instead?
Go for it.
I'll feign death and just pretend I'm dead so I don't have to do it.
The rest of the nerds, you will return after several hours. So it's well past midnight. It's probably like 2 in the morning at this point. At the embassy, you are confronted by the same thing. A slightly more displaced Eggle confronts you because somebody threw their leg away.
Wait, I never met Eggle.
Yeah, you didn't. But their leg is mysteriously far away from the rest of their person.
I want to investigate what happened. No, I'm kidding.
The less I know about this, the better.
I go after Eggle and pluck him with a stick.
Oh, here we go.
He responds woodenly.
I keep plucking him with a stick.
Nothing's gonna happen,
Okay.
but have a nice time.
I think we need sleep.
I don't think he's a person.
Perhaps not at this juncture, but let's just make sure the door is closed and I don't know, locked before we try and rest. Not that I think anyone's going to come in here.
Most likely not.
Barricade the doors.
Okay. So you are able to locate Xander and Ursulim. Xander's probably already shooing. Ursulim putting notes on stuff. Magic post-it notes.
Also found a chair that I'm quite fond of. Ursulim's chair. There's a note on it.
Right. The less I know about
Okay.
this, the better.
I'm going to bed.
Same.
Okay.
I got an amazing idea.
Oh.
I'm gonna put the pieces of Eggle back together
Right.
and prop him by the window.
Okay. He doesn't have hooks.
I'm
So
gonna
you're gonna
put his head in the window.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you can do that. That's a single piece. That it?
And put his hands next to his head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And his feet.
His feet next to his hands next to his head.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna look a bit weird, but
Well, I'm gonna put his feet there, and the head up balanced up at the feet, and the hands like resting on the side of the head.
And then you're gonna go benched?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'll give him a hat if I can find one. And a fake mustache.
Okay, no to that part. the vampires don't keep fake mustaches around. You'd have to go
I'm sure
find
Egil
one.
does.
Why would Egil have a fake mustache?
Because Egil seems to be the kind of...
He's a butler. They all have mustaches, fake or real.
I'm shaking and crying. Cries and G's.
Look, I just want to make a Mr. Potato Head, okay?
Yeah, well, you're going to be disappointed because there's no fake mustaches.
God damn it, okay? I'll just
And
do it
there
on
will
a head.
probably only be hoods around because they would have taken all of their fashion. Because vampires got to have their fashion.
Oh yeah.
Fine, just leave him as it is, like that. With just a head and the hands and the feet.
Okay. Do you then go to sleep?
Then I go to sleep.
You are able to find rest in various states of difficulty. During your rest, Gwen, you have a dream.
A dream?
A dream! There is you sort of find yourself waking up to a blizzard, a roaring blizzard. And you can see ahead of you by the edge of a frozen lake through the roaring tempest. You can see the girl sitting on a tree stump looking down at the lake. All hooded, like cloaked and stuff like that. But you know that it's them.
Do I have control of the dream?
You can move, yes. It is I guess it is a lucid dream.
Cool.
I've never thought about whether or not dream as an effect in D&D counts as a lucid dream, but it does for my purposes.
Cool. I am gonna go up to go.
Yeah, he's like sitting there. Sort of like hunched over. Would you like to make me a perception check as you approach?
Oh god. It's not the best.
With an 11, all you can make out from him is that the cloak is being held tightly to cover all of his body. You can only see his face.
What is he looking at?
He's just looking at his reflection in the frozen lake.
Okay. I go between him and reflection and stare at his face.
He looks up, and you can see now that like he looks at you, you can see that there is a slice through his face that goes like diagonally straight across the middle of his face through one of his eyes, and it looks like he doesn't have sight in that eye. And you can see that there is like it looks like ice dripping from the wound. And you can see now below him that there is more of this like ice blood around his feet.
Like, there I go. Oh. Was that from the other day?
For you, yes, the other day.
For you, 5 minutes ago?
Sure, 5 minutes ago. And you can see that they're still able to get a little smile. I'm I cannot help you. I need to recover.
Is that You know why I'm here then.
And I'm sorry. But this is something you will have to do on your own. There are others that can help, but I will not be able to.
Who can you point me in a direction?
You can speak to the child. She may help you. There are others too, smaller gods. Possible they may help. There was one nearby during the fight. Who it was, I couldn't say.
During which fight? Your fight?
With the Watcher.
Oh, I think I know who it was.
They were observing you. It's possible that they would be willing to assist you. If not, you will have to try the gods of your own people.
Who? You mentioned the girl. How can I get in? No, you mentioned the child. How can I get in touch with the child?
She has servants. They are in the city. There's a place, not Ravens Hill. That's a gateway. There's a place, an island. I can't go there, but it's where their power can be found. I'm sure that you'll be able to find them there.
An island? The one with the sanctum place on it?
Yes. I'm sure that's where she would be.
Okay. I hope you get better soon.
I will recover in time. Or in space. One of those.
Okay. Thanks for helping us.
It was nothing. And does the little smile out the corner of his mouth again. And then you kind of like see after the smile, like the snow and the wind starts getting thicker and thicker.
Mm-hmm.
And like you gradually get blizzarded out of the storm.
Okay.
Yeah. And for everybody else, you are able to complete a long rest.
Everybody else, not me.
But yeah, you are. You've already. Everybody completes a long rest. You know what? Sometimes. And you can discuss what it is you wish to do first. I will be literally 1 minute as Minnie has just knocked something over in the kitchen, and I need to go and assess the damage.
Nice.
I can only apologize.
You can just say Minnie, and we will all understand.
Yes, I will be 1 minute. You guys discuss your plans.
So
does he know that we learned that level of pedantism from him?
We learned it from watching you.
Yeah. Right. So
we are to talk to this dead person through Garn.
Through Xander.
No, through Garn. I'm in. Do I sound like I'm in character right now? No.
Look. You called him Gan the entire time.
Yeah. Again, let's not let that pedantism take hold. It's a dangerous thing.
Listen, I've had very limited exposure to Xander. Like, it took me long enough to learn your lot's names.
Wow.
Oh.
Oof. I'm back. It wasn't anything serious. She knocked over a cardboard box into the recycling, so it made a much bigger noise than was actually a
Aw,
problem.
she's helping!
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
cardboard doesn't go
recycling.
in the plastic recycling. The cardboard goes in the cardboard recycling.
She's trying. She's
trying.
just a
Trying
kitty.
her best, Hog.
She doesn't understand. She just sees you putting stupid things in stupid places.
Yeah.
Mm.
We love Vinny, so helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because she did it, and then she came to collect me, so I knew that it must have been something that bothered her. It's like I hear the noise, and then like 2 seconds later, I see a little face in the doorway, being like, excuse me."
Bothered her. Oh, she was proud.
I mean, either or, she came to collect me. I needed to be informed.
Come look what I
Anywho.
did.
So, plans for this day.
Well, I'm gonna tell everybody about what I just learned
Okay.
in my dream space.
In your mind palace.
My dream space.
Glad he's okay.
Yeah. He's
That
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So you think the small god he was talking about was curiosity?
I think it was.
Who else could it be?
Mm-hmm.
It-
I
So he pulls.
thankfully I was like, I thankfully forgot about him until then.
you let me remember him. I'll happily take on that burden. So since it's convenient to pull out the coin that I presume he gave me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who else would give me that? And just have a look.
The face, the obverse with him in the chair. You can see that the figure is leaning forward on the chair, hand on chin, looking outwards. Very.
Just all. Oh, what's going to happen next?
Yes, exactly that.
They also have a bowl of grapes they eat while they do this.
So, I guess I'll just speak aloud to the coin. Well, clearly you're watching. And so clearly you heard that conversation. Is there any help you can give us?
Make me a persuasion check.
Let's see. Oh, well,
Oh no.
Can I add a pretty please for advantage?
8.
8. It's not gonna do it.
No, I didn't think so.
The coin responds coinily.
Can I have the coin for a second?
Thought you were going to be not paying attention to him anymore.
Look,
Wait.
Do I need
He
the
holds
coin?
it out.
Do I need the coin?
That's up to you.
Fine, I'll grab it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, so I know you're watching. Oh, we may have gotten off on the wrong foot, but we kind of need your help.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you
Make me a
help us?
persuasion check. The
It's better than my 8.
the picture on the back changes. He's no longer sitting there poised with his hand on his chin. He's now sitting there with his hand outstretched, waggling his finger at you. But it's like frozen in place. Like it's not animated, but he's got the finger waggle at you.
I fling the coin back at Roz.
Catch it.
It's like missile, throw
well,
it back.
Didn't hurt to ask. Pretty much.
Well, he doesn't want to help, so.
Fair. I mean, he likes to watch anyway, so.
Yeah, pervert.
No matter what happens, he's in for a good show.
You heard me, pervert.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't believe that you would say that about Voyar, the god of curiosity.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. The coin. If you check the coin now, he's back sitting on the chair with a much bigger smile on his face than it was before.
Yeah. Calls himself Curiosity. He's really a shit disturber.
So.
Where would the place to where's the temple for Ananthor / Shadeste?
Temple to Arenthor. There's not a temple to
Okay. Well, place to pray to
Deste,
them,
but the
essentially.
Temple of Arenthor is on the Acropolis. It's right next to the Senate. It is the main central temple building in the city.
I see that.
It is very, very grand, very, very large, and very, very powerful.
We need help, and I'm willing to ask, but I don't know how much luck I'll have in that department.
I mean, there's no shame in grasping at straws when we don't have much else to grasp for.
Well, the girl did mention the child, so that's my next plan.
Okay.
It seemed to be something to do with the sanctum, the island with the sanctum on it.
The Sanctum of the Nine, right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay. Would help if I turned the labels on. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
There is a
okay.
button to have it on permanently. It's in the same menu as when you turn them on to see them.
Okay. I'll figure that. Oh, toggle notes display.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yay! It's the one that looks like a pin.
Oh, that I actually genuinely didn't remember what the picture of it was. So that actually is good. That makes sense. That's a helpful icon.
Yay! All right. So, do we want to stick together while we're investigating both of these options, or do we want to, or do we want to split?
I know. Thingy wants to talk to the dead guy, so
we'll take care of that before we go anywhere, because that can't possibly take that long.
Well, unless there's anywhere else anybody wants to go, we can split in two, get it done with.
Well, should we start by doing a speak with dead?
Sure. I'm all for that.
Yep. If Xander's willing, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember anything though, so someone else is gonna have to do the talking.
That's fine. So who wants to do the talking? Because it doesn't have to be the person
Oh, it's
who
not
does
me
it.
because I will just ask stupid questions.
Perhaps we should use our time to consider the questions we ask before
Yeah.
we engage in this process.
Okay. Let's start with what do we think they might know?
Indeed. Perhaps some form of location in which the senator worked would be useful. We might be able to visit their premises and search for any documents they may have left around.
Right. So
something such as
we'll ask where the senator keeps any notes
Thank
of
you,
his
Ben.
dealings with this
We also
mercenary.
I don't know if it's worth using for a question, but we don't know the name of the senator. I would have been able to recognize if their face wasn't destroyed by a wheel.
Yes. Well, okay,
perhaps
we can
that is
start.
a question that we start with. Who is the senator who you protected yesterday?
Yes, that's an excellent start.
How many questions do we get with Speak with Dead?
5.
5.
5.
4. Sorry, I won't do the Thunderbirds, promise.
So, question 1. Who is the senator you were assigned to protect? Or assigned may be the wrong word, though.
Who were you protecting?
Yes.
Just in case they were also hired to protect others, in addition to the senator.
Yes.
And then we had, where does the senator keep notes regarding the scenario he hired to rattle the crowds yesterday?
Yeah, that works.
Very good.
Okay, got 3 more questions going to work out.
Perhaps something along the lines of where were you set to go after you conducted your business yesterday?
I mean, really. Yeah, all right.
Doesn't necessarily reveal anything, but may.
Okay, so where were you set to go after the business up at the Temple of Calarax?
Indeed.
Last night.
Got 2 more. Just could be just a simple one. Do you know where to find? No, I don't know. Do you know where to locate more of these people that you
Are there
hired?
any other senators who were working with the senator on this plan?
Who
Obviously, we would
else
need to be
is
more
working?
specific than that.
Who else is working with the senator
regarding yesterday's business?
Regarding yesterday's.
Need to get an email mode. Further to my previous
I
question.
hope this email doesn't find you. I give you freedom. Who else is working with the senator regarding yesterday's rabble rousing?
One more.
How about and this is by no means a final list, but what was the senator's goal in hiring those mercenaries?
Yeah.
Perhaps we should have that question asked earlier, lest it present questions we have further need of than the ones we have elsewhere. What's our priority upon these? I would say we start with who the senator was. Then,
Yeah.
I would say goal is question number 2. Frankly.
Yes. And then where are the notes?
Yes.
Honestly, we can push where were you set to go after to the end. That's probably the least important and most replaceable question.
I agree.
And who else is working with the senator in order to do this?
That does sound fairly important.
Yeah.
Lest everyone be dead.
True. Can anyone think of anything else we would want to ask this person?
Not until we hear answers to the other questions, I believe.
Very well. So I'm going to put a star next to that very last question, so that we know it is a. That is the question. As long as we have come up with no other questions.
Indeed.
That we will finish off with, but we definitely want to know those other 4 things. Yeah.
Yes.
Who is asking the questions?
I think Ross should.
I suppose it makes the most sense.
Okay.
As I'm
Ross
writing
is
them
most
down.
reliable.
that too.
Okay.
All right.
Do you cast spells, Xander?
Yeah, I sit him on my lap, and I use him like a puppet. Just not my hand inside him.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness there's some intricate strings and pulleys and a dowel.
Magical strings.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's not a glove puppet.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right.
So you cast the spell. An eerie green light covers the corpse of this individual, and you hear a horrible raspy as they are now. I don't know if my noise cancelling cancel that, but it was a very good horsey noise, very hoarse. But anyway, they are able to questions.
Okay.
And they look towards the person asking the questions as well.
All right.
With a crunch.
All right. Let's get this over with. Who were you protecting?
The senator.
Are you kidding me, Hog?
That is a title, not a name you have broken.
No, because there is a very important part of that spell. They are under no obligation to tell you the truth.
Does the truth work in an area with a corpse?
You've already started doing spells. So you can try it. But they are under no obligation because they see you as an enemy. Because you killed
Very
them.
well. Very well. I will write fart down as your answer.
We should have had Xander ask. Xander didn't kill them.
What was the senator's goal in hiring those mercenaries?
Make the city strong.
All right. Making a note here that I might have a follow-up to that later. Hmm. Okay. Where does the senator keep notes regarding the mercenary he hired to rattle the crowds yesterday?
In his stay.
I think we should drill down to that location.
Just let me handle this.
Okay.
Who else is working with the senator regarding this uh making the city stronger plan?
Hmm.
Or is it all his own concoction?
There are many in this city who would see Srelok cast down. You will not need to look far.
Okay. Okay. Roz will look to Ursulim and say, and simply state the address. Just the words, the address. And just nods at him. Ursulim?
Yeah.
Ursulim?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eye contact is being made with you.
Uh, wait. What?
The address, nodding.
Eslim has his notes and paper out. Like, okay, I'm ready.
Roz is going to take that as. Wait. Never mind. What is the address of the senator's residence? Here in the city. You don't have to give us an actual answer. You can just
No.
say whatever.
I'm just working out what it would. It is on the Acropolis. And I believe that's your 5.
Yes.
So when they say Acropolis, the light fades from them and they become indeadened.
Redeadened.
Yeah, extra deadened. Also, I just want to say I was so tempted because when you asked the address, when you said the address, Ursulin responded, "What?" I did not give in to my temptation there.
you weren't gonna do it.
Good. I'm pissed enough already.
I was this close to him being. I don't even know what he would reply to what, because it's just like it is technically a question. But no, I didn't. See, I was kind.
You could have just you could just go an address is the way to find them.
That would have been good, yeah.
Next time I'll remember that I can speak inside of people's heads.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah, that would have saved it.
And just say, "Hey, should I ask for the address? Not if so."
Yeah, but it's a very important thing to remember with Speak with Dead. They can tell who you are.
But if it had been just down there.
They didn't know
Actually-
that, did they?
Actually, did they know? Which one was the cap? Which one was it?
It was the one standing in front of Roz that frickin' Kiara murdered in one shot.
Right at the start.
That was the captain,
Right
yeah.
at the end. Oh, that one. Okay.
You said you wanted the captain, right? Like the leader.
So,
yeah, fair enough.
Did they see anyone else other than Roz before they got destroyed?
Well, I mean, they see Kiara. They would have seen Roz. I don't think they had the chance to turn around to see everybody else.
So what you're saying is, it'd probably been a better idea if anyone else had done it.
If anyone other than Roz, yeah, because Roz is the person they had the most clear vision of as the last person they saw before they died. Even though Roz, completely not responsible for that death, and probably Roz was quite perturbed at the time, being like, "Oh, that person's dead now." But no, yeah, that's the last thing they saw.
I was just some scaly boy.
You probably remember the person who kills you. Oh, the person who you last saw when you died.
Yeah, probably could have thought that through.
But yeah, Speak
It's
with
not
Dead
like I
doesn't
could think
compel them
things
to tell
through.
the truth. Also, I'm kind of curious now, because Jay put it in my head. I'm actually not sure that Zone of Truth works on them.
Why? Because they're not alive.
Yeah, because I'm
living
pretty sure.
in any way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's creatures. Yeah. Because they're dead, they wouldn't be affected by Zone of Truth.
They're not even undead.
Well, no, their soul does not return to their body. They are merely animated for the purposes of answering your questions.
Mm-hmm. You're asking the body questions, not the person.
Yeah. That is exactly what it is. So, body flumps down. Well, I guess you don't have to flump the body if you don't want to.
Flump the body, flump the body.
You just retrieve your strings and dowel and whatever else you're using to puppet them.
Make them do a jig.
Get a second one and we can do Punch and Judy.
I'm going to steal the sausages! I'm going to steal the sausages!
Let's get some string and we can use Eggle.
Right, so... Anywho, to stop you all from becoming chaotic evil, and making a macabre puppet show with dead people,
they're not alive anymore.
Stop digging your own hole.
Well, the very simple question, Gwen, Would you tie strings to a real corpse and make it dance around and consider that good?
Depends.
So it is a
Depends.
real corpse.
Look, I wouldn't
Depends.
mind if somebody did it to me.
Okay, well, you can consent to that.
Yeah.
You didn't ask this person if they wanted that.
Oh, that's one of the
What if I
questions we
did?
should have asked.
Yeah, that's one of the questions you should have done.
See, this is why I shouldn't have been asking questions. I'm just good.
Yeah, we're doing what is your favorite color? Can I puppet your corpse? Do you have a pet
That was the last
dog?
favorite color.
Anywho. Right, yeah, so where would you like to go?
It looks like there's more than one thing to happen up in the place. Winnie wants to go there, and the guy's residence is there somewhere.
Yeah? You have a... Well, assuming that the guard didn't lie, but...
I
it's a...
mean,
I mean, almost all the senators
it's the
live in the
only-
Acropolis.
yeah. We don't know what the senator's name is, but you know, the others can deal with that while I go to the sanctum.
Okay, is that what you all want to do? Or does anyone else wish to go to the sanctum with Era?
I don't think anyone wants to go to the sanctum. But
What? I want to go to the sanctum.
It's probably not a good idea for anyone to go off on their own. I can accompany Era. I honestly don't feel like I'm going to be much use either place, so...
Indeed. Perhaps we will.
sorry, were these two places very close to each other?
No. They
The
are...
sanctum isn't, but
Temple of Aranthor is at the very tippy top of the Acropolis, and the sanctum is 2 kilometers away from it.
yeah.
I see. So this sanctum is the green thing, I take it.
It's
Yeah.
the big green building on the island.
With the
is
arms.
sanctum. Yeah. And the Acropolis is this entire dark purple up here. And the Temple of Aranthor is at the very top by the Senate. And then you have all the posh people houses sort of surrounding that central complex. You can think of this at the top of the Acropolis. Just imagine Omega-sized Parthenon, and that's what this looks like.
Hmm.
And then the rest of it is city.
The destination of the Acropolis is so vague as to be useless. For now, at least. Perhaps our best move for now would be to go to this sanctum and wait for news to spread of a dead senator. Then we know the name of the senator and might be able to find their house. Obviously,
Surely.
that
Well, with
also
any luck,
means-
he'll be just missing for now.
Surely,
they'll-
if you're in the
but certainly-
Acropolis, that would be the best place to hear the news of the missing senator.
Nothing spreads faster than gossip, so...
Yeah. I'm not saying I don't want company. I'm just saying the more people looking for that is probably better, seeing as we're on a time limit.
Very well. I can spend some time amongst the, well, I wouldn't say common folk of the Acropolis, but the folk of the Acropolis.
They've got servants.
Exactly my point, to be fair.
Right.
I will spend some time there and see what information I can glean.
Glean.
Okie dokie.
If you insist, Era, I will. I'll leave you to it.
Sure.
Okay. So the rest of the party. Oh wait, hang on. Whoever first steps foot outside, I need you to roll my D100 for the weather.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be sunny skies and a beautiful day, everyone.
You don't know that.
I mean, you've not rolled anything dodgy yet.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's freaking warm. Honestly, it's the middle of winter. This is an 18-degree high in the middle of winter day. This is the nicest winter day anyone's ever had.
Look, this is what happens when the girl is out of commission, okay?
It's definitely not because you're rolling. It's specifically that.
Yeah, no, that's the law reason.
Yeah. You've never not rolled below, I think, a 70 on the weather. So if you ever want good weather for anything, by the way, gang, just get Gwen to roll it, because...
Okay.
So the rest of the party is able to make their way towards the Acropolis. I assume you would walk together until Aira turns right, but
Yeah.
going across Newbridge, you can see that there is a lot more high guard around. All of the bridges are very, very heavily guarded, and when you get to the when the party gets to the entrance to the Acropolis, the high guard there, they check you through. So they will take your names down that you have entered the Acropolis and stuff. Everyone is on very high security alert. So if anyone does not wish to provide their names to the guards,
I provide my fake name, Batney Cockman.
right. And they look at you like you're absolutely insane.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
But yeah, you're able to make it to the Acropolis and begin your listening out for rumors. I'm going to say that as that's a thing that you're going to be doing for a while, we will go into Aira first.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah.
Oh, I mean, oh, God.
Hmm?
Winnie's also going to the temple, right?
Well, but that's as part of the Acropolis stuff.
Okay.
Also, I feel like if we wait longer with the Winnie thing, that's a better thing.
Okay.
Nodding.
Off I go.
All by your little lonesome. So, you travel through the Narrowland world, seeing all of the... they're alright. They're not the best houses. They're very much overshadowed by the Acropolis. But you proceed through. When you get closer to the Bridge of the Lost, which is this bridge over here, this bridge is probably about twice the size in terms of width of all of the other bridges, and hanging beneath it, you can see that there are gibbets and things like that with skeletons and stuff in them. And they dangle underneath the bridge.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Jeez, we could add one of them.
Those are those cages, right?
Yes. They
thank
hang executed people below this bridge. So it's public but not in the way. And you proceed over this bridge. There is very, very few people who are over here. In fact, actually, I would say you probably see nobody crossing this bridge this day. You can get the sense that the town is very much concerned with what has happened in the past couple days. The rioting has put everybody on edge, and there are troubling rumors being spread around about vampires.
Vampires? Why
Yeah.
would there be rumors about vampires?
Oh, I don't know. But there is a general sense of unease. You head over to the sanctum. You can see that it is very heavily forested, and in the center you can see an enormous dome with these arcing walkways coming out of it in seemingly fairly random directions. They form like little arcing bridges. Very very organic, very flowing, to these isolated, different circular structures. And you can see that they tend to be 3 large stone gateways with a building to complete the 3 stone gateways into a round object. And from the bridge, you can see that there is easily 4 from that direction, but you can tell there's more surrounding this building. There is some other smaller little decorative buildings around the place inside the forest, but it really gives you the vibes of the sacred spaces in Owlin lands. Only instead of it being generally like an open circle, these are closed stone circles. So they have roofs and stuff.
I see.
It's very unlike the rest of the city in terms of its architecture.
Can I tell how old it is?
You can make me a history check.
History is this one. No.
4 is...
It's old!
It's old. It's older than you, probably.
Oh, wow!
They didn't just put this up just now. Yeah. And when you walk in, you can see that the first one that you come to, this small little building, you can see that the outside of it is decorated with a giant woman who is holding stone tablets and passing them around. And there's like lots of figures and engravings on the side of this with like groups of people, like 20 people holding these enormous stone slabs and carrying them around and stuff like that with all this writing on them.
So what was the names of what was the name of the equivalent of Erenthor again?
That's Ariothne, and that
is that who I'm looking at right now?
That is a depiction of Ariothne.
Yeah,
you wouldn't even need to do a check. It is a very, very clear depiction of Ariothne.
Okay. I just realized as well. One thing you mentioned, the child.
Yes.
Do I know who the child is?
Yep.
Who is the child?
Jella.
Oh, shit! I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, no. In Owlin custom, most people think that it's bad luck to say her name, so they call her the child instead. And she is depicted as kind of like a 12-year-old sort of age person. But when you see depictions of Jilla in Halias religion, she is always depicted as like 30-something devil lady, super powerful, whereas Owlins depict her as a sweet, innocent, definitely not evil child. It says that at the bottom in bold text. Sweet, innocent, definitely not evil.
Wait, is she evil or is she not evil?
No, okay. She's the god of anarchy to Owlins, and so a lot of people think that it's very bad luck to invoke her. So she's not explicitly like, I'm gonna murder all of you, you're all dead, get over it. She is much more a necessary evil. That's a good way of thinking of her.
Anarchy isn't evil.
No, but the things that she does, people know that she does bad things, but she knows that she does bad things not to be bad. It's the nature of the universe. She's not targeting you when she does bad things.
Does she do good things as well? Because surely that's what anarchy would be.
Some people think she does good things.
She's chaotic.
She's very, very chaotic, and she will frequently kill the right bad guys. But it's the fact that she always does it by killing. There's never really an intermediate step.
Well, okay. Well, seeing as I know that, I'm guessing that she isn't going to be a part of the main thing.
You are correct. you would know from Owlin religion that it is, again, tradition that Jela's shrine is never put with the other shrines, because Jela famously doesn't get on very well with them. But each of these buildings, when you look at them, they all correspond to one of the different Owlin gods, and the depictions are almost identical to what you're used to in Owlin territory, and very unlike the depictions in Halias religion.
See, looking at the map, it's this one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Can I make my way over that way? Or do I need to ask somebody?
I mean, it's up to you. You can go into the main central building, or you can wander around the sanctum for a while to see if you find it.
I'm gonna go in and ask someone if they can point me in the direction of the Shrine of the Child.
Shrine of the Child, yeah, is what you'd be asking for.
Yeah.
So when you go to the central building, it is absolutely vast. It is the second biggest building in Haliashna. This enormous vaulted ceiling with all the series of doors leading to these archways that twist around the sanctum that go to the other shrines. And inside this building, every single wall, every single piece of stone that is not a doorway, there are no windows in here, is a carved sculpture of a person. And it is... You would recognize it from... I mean, have you ever been to the big city in the Kentrevi? Like, have you ever been to Lol Simrith?
Which one is that the closest one to me?
That's the capital city of the Kentrevi. It's also
I'd
not very far away.
Unlikely.
Okay, so on a much smaller scale, this is how in Ireland religion the saints generally are immortalized, with sculptures around, like, near to the shrines of the gods. So these are all the people that are the models for different stuff. And this particular one, there are tens of thousands of saints sculpted into this place. And even if you were a practicing cleric, you would not know all of these people.
Wow.
But inside this space, sort of standing around tending to these various different shrines, you can see some of them, some of the priests are kind of aloft on these kind of like tree leg things. They're not like ladders and stuff, they're moving, and they're cleaning the statues further up. But you can see priests in this place of all different colors. There are white ones, there are brown ones, there are yellow ones, there are red ones, there are blue ones. I'll let you guess which one you're supposed to be looking for.
Red?
Yay!
Yay!
But they're not like the priests in Halias religion where they wear only red. All of these priests, they wear basically half of their robes are white, like kind of druidy white, and then they have these different colored tassels that go around, and their hoods are always the matching color for what they are. And you are able to find a red hooded priest.
I see.
Who is cleaning a statue of a halfling, probably about a story up.
Okay.
You're gonna have to shout.
Excuse me?
Hello?
I'm here for some information.
What kind of information?
I need to find my way to the Shrine of the Child.
Ah, a devotee. Very well. You will find the child's shrine to the south. There is a hill, and you'll find a small shrine. Humble. Very humble. The child is always humble. Jella be with you.
Humble. Not humble. Humble. So humble.
Very humble.
Humble. Thank you. Shall I be with you too? I do finger guns.
He replies by throwing a knife at your feet.
No!
Not like into your foot, at your feet. You
is he
may
doing
need
that?
this.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Okay.
And then he goes
I
back
pick
to
up the knife.
polishing the statue.
Okay. Can I have a look at the knife?
Yeah, it's a very, very beautiful, ornate knife. It's like probably 4 inches long. It has a slight curve to it. The handle is all like a black wood. It's not burned, like the wood itself is black. And you can see that the handle is engraved into the shape of the child.
Oh, that's weird. I'm not gonna say that out loud,
They
obviously.
worship a god of anarchy. They got merch to sell. Look, I don't know what to tell you.
So I get that for free. That's pretty, yeah.
Oh, it's a very lovely knife. And it's curved so that you can
there
draw blood out with it.
Anything special about it?
Like, does it have special properties?
Yeah.
You can make an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
17. It does not appear to be magical. It appears to be just a regular old bloodletting knife.
Okay. Oh, I realize what I'm going to have to do. Okay, I make my way to the train.
You walk through the woods. The woods on the south side of the island are considerably denser. And as you're walking through, you get a very uneasy feeling in these woods. The air is very thick, and you kind of feel like there's always something behind a tree in front of you. It's very well, I've forgotten what the name of it now. Silvophobia, woodophobia, I don't remember what it is, but fear of forests. Copsophobia.
So why would I be afraid of forests?
No, so the feeling that if you have the fear of woods,
yeah, no, I know.
It's that feeling of closeness that you go through the woods. But eventually you feel the ground rising up, and you can see that there is a hill in front of you, and you can see that there is a smaller building. It's not attached to anything, but it's the same design, and on the sides of it, engraved in the walls, you see pictures of Mjella sort of walking around various places. There's normally fire, and there is lots of other children following around, kind of like Pied Piper sort of vibes, and burning cities kind of around the place, but also giving presents to these children when she finds them and stuff like that. It's mixed messages is what it is.
There a entrance go in?
Yeah, there's 3 entrances.
3 entrances?
Yeah, they're in a triangle shape.
Why is there 3 entrances?
All of them had 3 entrances.
Oh. Does it matter which entrance I take?
Would you like to make a religion check to see?
Yeah, I would, yes.
Okay. Six? Nope, makes no difference to you.
It's not even a 6, it's a 1.
Definitely, it makes no difference to you.
Okay, fine, I'll just go in.
Okay. You go in the closest entrance, and inside you can see that there is a large shrine of the child there. There is a small bowl, an offering bowl in front of her. And it is a very familiar shrine to Shella that you would have seen anywhere you went in any of the major cities and towns in the Kentrevi.
Is there anyone in here?
Make me a perception check.
No.
You do not see anybody.
Can I call out? Can I call hello?
It echoes back off the walls inside.
Is anyone in here?
You get the echo back. Here, here, here.
Yeah. There?
Where? Why? Woo.
Whoo!
It's that owl that Ursula was talking to earlier.
He's back.
Who?
I should have known that OwO was an anarchist. There's no other way it would have pissed me off so much.
Oh, that owl is absolutely getting an ACAB t-shirt now. Punk owl, everybody just dropped.
It's the true owl.
Okay, yeah. So there is an offering bowl and there is a statue.
Well, it's considering I've got a bloodletting knife.
To clarify as well, you know from Owlin religion, the thing is like a drop of blood, not cut your hand off. Just to clarify,
Not like the other one.
No, it's like you like nick your thumb or something, and a single drop of blood is an offering.
Then I'll do that.
Yeah, just before like Aira starts like painting the walls red. Okay. The instant the blood hits the offering bowl, with the effect of somebody like throwing a smoke bomb in front of you, but really they were just hiding behind the statue. A figure that you saw before appears.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the room. She was hiding behind the statue. And just
oh yeah, no, I knew she was here. I knew she was here.
Yeah. Oh, you've come. Excellent.
Hi.
Hello. You haven't brought any of your rather annoying friends?
No.
Good.
I should have expected to see you here, but I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Well, I did say I was here.
Okay, but I wasn't paying attention at the time. I was sleeping.
Oh, it's a very relatable feeling.
Oh, see, Jay's fallen asleep.
Uh-oh.
So I am not here to see you.
Oh, that's a disappointment.
Well, I was told to come here by someone else.
Go on.
By the girl.
It's one of the otherworldly lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, go on.
So he's in like a bit of a bind and can't really help right now. So he told me to come and ask a child for some help.
Yes. I am here. I am the help.
You're the help.
Well, I mean,
oh.
I can ask her if she's not busy.
What? I was expecting something a bit less crazy than sacrificing people.
Well, I mean, if you can find some other arrangement.
Well, I mean, this seems like a bit of a dead end now.
Why is that?
Wow. I can't agree to anything without annoying everyone else.
Why do they have to know?
Because they'll know.
Will they?
Probably. Look,
I mean, if you tell them, they will.
what do you know about me?
Well, from a cursory glance, you're what I used to be. You seem to have some sort of connection to one of the Archfey. I assume some blessing put upon you, maybe?
Bit more than
But you're,
that, but sure.
you're certainly from the other world.
Okay, now what would that... Would having... Is there a way I can get help without the sacrifice?
Well, that depends, my dear, what you're going to offer.
Well, it depends on what kind of thing you would like to be offered.
Well, normally in these sorts of negotiations, you have a problem, you
Yes.
come to the god, you
Mm-hmm.
explain your problem, the
Mm-hmm.
god decides whether or not to intercede. I am here to intercede on her behalf because she is, as I said, rather busy at the moment.
She's
I
rather busy.
intercede and we. Yes.
Is busy in the mountain.
No, it's busy on a glacier.
Why is she on a glacier?
Well, that is a separate point.
I thought she'd be on the mountain with the other two having a kissy fight.
Yep. Oh, are you talking about? Oh, she hasn't been to her mountain. No, she doesn't. Bad taste in the mouth. That's why Marius is
Oh.
there. Marius.
Oh.
Marius is rather the bad taste in the mouth, really.
Oh, I see. So what? Just out of curiosity, what would happen if a holy war would occur? Considering there.
What, you mean all the little knights and their gods and banners charging
guys.
into the sky to fight on a abandoned volcano?
Yeah.
Well, I imagine that a lot of them will die.
What about the... Also, what are your thoughts on... Is it Jilla?
Do you not? No, you don't seriously. Oh, maybe. Well, how do I put this? My beloved is very, very good at public relations.
Yes.
So think of Jilla like a different hat.
So she enjoys the blood.
Well, I mean, if you can get it,
Okay.
sort of guilt-free.
So would a blessing from Jilla count the same as a blessing from Jilla?
Now that's a point of theology, and I am not a priest.
Well, what would you say to somebody who has a blessing from Jilla?
Congratulations.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that could have given sway. I started the holy war by mistake and got the I got a blessing.
Wait. No. You've started a holy war. No, you have to tell me now.
Oh, so I found out through the girl that Marius and Glowy Angel person. I've
Oh,
forgotten her name.
she's so boring at Deste. You know what her
Deste,
name
yes.
means? It's cringe.
What? It's cringe.
Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Well, she like I sort of told the priests of Jilla that they were there, and then they started mobilizing, and I thought, ooh, probably should have done that. And I told those knight people that I told them, so then they started mobilizing.
You've sent the Knights of the Vale to Mount Jella. Oh no. I 1 second, and you see she clicks her fingers and she she just disappears in a puff of smoke, and there is it's like beat, like you can feel time ticking as the time goes past, and like 5 minutes go past, 10 minutes go past, 15 minutes go past. Are you still gonna stick around?
Oh yeah.
Okay. After an hour, she
I'm just there playing with a knife.
she apparates back in front of you. You'll like this bit. No. You got to remember, as surprised as possible.
Okay.
And then she puts her hand like into the air, kind of like in a gesture, and then in front of you, a figure who is they look like they are almost exactly the same age. They do not look like a child. They look like they are sort of mid-20s. But she is easily 9 foot tall. Looks like a fey tiefling. That's the best way of describing Jella. She stands in front of you. I hear you started a war.
That's my reaction to seeing her, by the way.
You've got those idiots, those pompous, arrogant, idiotic knights to attack a mountain.
Yeah.
Well, my dear, you can... What do you want? This is more than enough of a blessing.
Oh, good. Well, I know there's like some undead stuff going to be happening in the city soon. I kind of want to stop that from happening. Someone called, what was it again? The chorister?
Oh, not him. Yes, the chorister.
Yeah, he wants to start trouble in the city. Apparently, I think he's trying to start. He's starting the war between the countries.
Oh, well, I mean, they are bound to have a war eventually anyway. But no, the chorister's aims are general disruption. Everybody gets confused. Chorister takes over, gathers magical artifacts, destroys barrier, kills gods.
So hindering him would be a good thing for you?
Well, I mean, if he ever actually became a proper threat, then yes, I would.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like his followers, something have decided that they're going to raise every person who's ever died in the city back to life to kill everyone else.
Right. Yes. Well, that would probably be an artifact.
Yeah. So I just want to stop that.
Right. Well, I imagine that the artifact is probably... Well, I mean, it probably would have been held in the bank, but if they're planning on doing it in a few days, then probably it's in their... wherever their base of operations would happen to be.
Okay. Any chance I can get some sort of help? I don't know what kind. I don't know what would help. Don't know if. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I am lost. Like I thought about as far as getting here to ask for help, and now I don't know what to do.
Okay. Well, you may be responsible for the destruction of those. We won't repeat it. So, I can tell you where such an object would be within the city.
Ooh, that would be really helpful.
I do have one favor to ask, though.
Okay.
Can you make sure that as many people as possible join their stupid war?
The stupid holy war.
Oh, yes, no, I mean it. Like, get everybody involved. If you can get the other Halias gods in on it too, that would be marvelous.
Okay. So what you're saying is after I'm done here, I should go to the sanctum proper and just rile them up?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
Although,
do you mean to go to
might
like
want to
the
go
other
to their
temples?
temples rather than here. Thing is that although everybody round here is, keeping up appearances, none of them really. They follow the gods properly. Like us. And she gestures. She does like the shoulder squeeze as she looks at you. Like, because why not?
So just go rile up or everybody who's religious.
Yes. And so far you've just got Thor and the knights and the priest of Zilla involved? Oh, sorry, yes. My very dutiful and beloved servants, Jilla. Yes, those ones.
Yeah. They seem They seem very bloodthirsty.
Well, look, if they're willing to spill blood, I'm not going to stop them. It's fun.
Who would you say I should go and who would be the most advantageous for me to rile up?
Well, after Thor and Jilla, probably you'd be looking at... Well, they're going to be busy if there's going to be an undead uprising. Calarax might be fun.
If only I'd done it yesterday. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can get back there. I've been there once. Anyone else?
I mean, Paliox, probably not. Too boring. Could try... Me remembering... Knack. Very trickery should help.
Okay. Then that's what I'll do. I'll go to those two, and just to make sure, I'll also go see the Knights of the Vale that are in the city and rile them up as well.
Oh, perfect. Well, they'll need this as their base of operations.
Perfect. I also try and get them so they help with all the undead things. So some of them might die there as well.
Oh, well, I mean, yes, but I thought you wanted to stop the undead.
Yeah, but just in case. It's like if I get them all riled up now, and then they are in a panic because of a holy war and a potential undead, then it's going to be so stressed, and then I'm going to get the other things in, and then
she looks over at Arianath, like very, very, very like loving eyes, and just sort of says, "He could be one of us." And Arianath's just like, I mean, you are in charge. And Shayla sort of looks at you. Look, this is. I haven't told very many people. Mostly because all the people who knew are dead for millions of years. But today's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
And it's the best present ever.
Can yeah, I mean, yeah. I'll get on it double speed.
Come here. Come forward.
Get forward.
She puts her hand out to put it on your head.
Mm-hmm.
You can have my blessing.
Thank you.
She puts her hand on your head. It is very hot. It's like if you put a hot, like, thermos on your head hot. Like, if it was there for a long period of time, it would probably hurt. And she takes her hand off. And you feel through your body an unnatural energy.
Unnatural energy.
Yes. Of which its effects will be determined later, but you have actually been touched by a god.
Okay.
Which...
At this point, I go, so, also, because I know, well, you know, we're so close now. I feel like I can trust you. The girl who I am connected to happens to be my parents.
Oh, well, that makes sense. You're practically family.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yes, well, when the world was much younger, I spent much time with the girl and the crone. They were the fun ones. The lord and the king and the queen, they were stuffy and always arguing and wouldn't ever shut up, but well, they did marry rather too young in everybody else's opinion, so that's what happens. But I am very glad to know you, Aira, and know that you will always be welcome in my shrines. And you'll be more welcomed if they manage to destroy themselves completely.
I will do my absolute best.
Although, there is one thing that you should know.
Yes.
If you ever meet their Grandmaster, and I don't mean the current one, I don't even know who it is at the moment, but if you meet their original Grandmaster, they keep him somewhere, I know. You call upon me. I have a particularly reflective punishment I would like for him.
Oh, sure. Sounds fun. Oh, reflective. Mirror? Mirror.
We don't like to use the M word here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I seem to remember something about it's fine, doesn't matter. So to do with the undead problem.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, your actual reward for killing off those idiots. Yes, you will find that the Senator. Oh, his name. What was his name? Oh, yes, Branus. His estate, it's on one of the old entrances to the catacombs, and somewhere in his estate, this is the part that becomes a problem with not being an all-seeing god and being rather much more exciting and involved. But I know that it's there. I can feel its power. Somewhere on his estate, you will find this object. It should be about, and she sort of gestures with her completely oversized hands, approximately person head size. There should be an object glowing with magical energy that may or may not summon the undead in a couple of days.
And wait, is it on this person's estate? That?
Yes, no, it's in their estate. I would have to go and look, and I'm rather busy.
And you said it's near the catacombs. You said.
Oh no, the estate is built on an old entrance to the catacombs.
Oh, I see.
You will have to go down very, very far. The catacombs are not below the Acropolis. Before the city was built as it is now, it was only the Acropolis, and their early entrances went deep. I'm talking mile deep through the Acropolis and into where the catacombs are now below the city.
I see. Do you know where that is? The entrance, like what part of the?
Oh yes, no. She tells you exactly where it is.
Okay,
and it
cool.
is which one is it? It's this one. There we go. I knew that it was this. It was one of these ones.
Cool.
Oh, hang on. Why won't let me draw? Oh, I was on the wrong thing.
One more thing before I get on my way and rile everyone up. Do you know how guarded it is?
Well, I imagine there are some guards.
Do you know if we're going to have a lot of problems? Because we don't. Me and my group, last time we went into some strange catacombsy like things. It did not go well. So.
Well, I know that there will be quite a lot of guards. The problem is, in terms of difficulty, I would expect the closeness you are to the object, the more its magic is already seeping out.
I see.
So I would expect.
The closer we get, more undead. Okay.
Yes, lots of undead. I imagine that it wouldn't be able to create undead without bodies, so I suppose if you can remove bodies from it, it wouldn't be able to animate them. Also, its magic is obscuring enough that I don't know if there is a person involved with it.
I see.
It could be operator. So if you remove the operator, it could stop it working too, if there is one. But look, I'm not omnipotent. I'm not a god of knowledge.
That is very fair. That's been really great. I'm so glad I got to meet you.
As am I.
I should get going to start riling everyone up.
And remember not to tell your smaller friend that we've had a little, face to face.
Yeah, I don't think she'd take it. I don't know. I still won't tell her if you don't want me to, but.
Well, I will put it this way for you, Era. If the Holy War goes as perfectly as planned, that idiot Marius and the cringe Adeste will both be out of my hair.
Oh, good. Okay. Then, yeah. I just won't say it. I'll just say that oh shit, what's her name? Her girlfriend.
Arianath?
The one that's here. Yeah, the one that's here with us.
Yeah, that's Arianath.
I'll just say that we came to another deal that all I had to do was rile up the Holy War a bit. And won't mention you at all.
Oh, yes, no. Killing the Knights of the Vale, I assure you, is more than payment for a gift I can bestow upon you. And if you are
And I will-
successful, expect more rewards to be forthcoming.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go and rile them up before I go meet everyone. Just in case.
Very prudent. Now, if you don't mind, I have a rendezvous with some ice and a bunch of wizards. So
I see.
have a very good day.
Good luck. As long as I do need to ask.
Oh, yes.
If you're not melting the ice, are you?
No, on the contrary.
Okay, thank God. Okay, good. Good luck.
No. I hope you've got. Actually, yes. No, that's true. Invest in a very good pair of wellies. That's my advice for you for the future. Goodbye. And then she clicks her finger and teleports away.
I look at Arinath.
Arinath, yeah, she's still there. Yeah, I'm also gonna go. And she clicks her fingers and teleports out.
I'm like, cool. And off I go.
It smells a lot like sulfur in here right now, everybody.
Definitely didn't just make a deal with the devil.
He's a very nice devil.
She is very lovely.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't do anything to piss her off, so...
Yeah. If anything, I just got really, really much, like, really into her good books.
Oh, you have no idea just how much in her good books you are.
So, what are these places I have to go and...
you are a... roll me a... I guess just roll me a persuasion check. And we'll have you go around and rile everybody up who needs to be riled up, and we'll get more people in on this holy war. 13? It's not like Omega success like the other two, but they're certainly all concerned now.
Well, you know, I've done what I'm supposed to, so...
Yep, pretty much. All of the major Halias religion people are now concerned about what's going on in Mount Jella with the Archdevil and the Archangel.
Can I also mention that there might be an undead uprising if soon as well, just to make them panic?
You just want to drop that in there?
I just want to say that there's some rumors about an undead problem about to happen in the city.
Make me a separate persuasion check for the undead.
Okay. Jesus.
Okay.
Holy crap!
So, that is much more of a concern for the priest of Yilim that you find. And let's just say that the city is going to be looking out for things.
Okay. You know, just to get everyone on high alert and stressed.
Oh, stress is mild for what the city is about to go under. Also, with
I hope that also affects the Knights of the Vale.
Yeah, no, don't worry. The Knights of the Vale, you have now informed these because, like, the thing is that the Sir Hector was going to tell the Grandmaster directly in the Veilstadt, so these knights hadn't actually been informed. Now you've informed them. They immediately contacted, because they have wizards, they immediately contacted the Grandmaster. So now Sir Hector, still on his quest, is going to arrive when they fully know, which means he's probably going to arrive and they've already started mobilizing.
Good! I got it done quicker! Yes!
Because Sir Hector didn't have any wizards to do it.
Good, I'm very glad I got it done. I got it started quicker.
And I will, like, the Blessing of Jella, I know what it does. I can leave it as a secret until it is relevant, if you would like.
Sure.
But anyway, for everybody else, a mild holy war just became a major holy war.
Hang on, I dozed off. What happened?
Oh, it's fine, Jay.
Good timing. Good timing. You don't need to know.
You don't need to know anything about what just happened.
It's
No,
fine.
I heard a bit. I'm joking. I did hear a bit.
It's the old adage of what I don't know can't hurt me.
So, the rest of the gang, now that your friend has as close to swearing a pact that you can without actually swearing one, is now best friends with the God of Anarchy. You all find yourself traveling around the Acropolis. There's a reason why my little notes of what's gonna happen. I'm now gonna. That's why I haven't written the Holy War yet, because, well, I don't even need to wait till what happens, because the Holy War is gonna be a flippin' dumpster fire now. Let me tell you. You go around and you listen. You notice that the Acropolis, people are very, very tense. There is a lot of guards around protecting, like, all the rich people, as guards probably would do. You notice that throughout the early morning and into sort of midday, that around the little squares around the place, the criers and other messengers are starting to inform the crowd, and this is where you would get that same piece of information, but the city has been aware that the Senator Brannus has disappeared, and the High Guard presumes dead in either the riot or by other hands. And there's information on, like, the crier would also say that they disappeared with a fully armed escort. So that's the reason why they are suspecting has been murdered and not just disappeared with what is 10 mercenaries. So, yeah, Senator Brannus is now a piece of information that is known to you.
Fantastic.
And Ursulim is sat, trying to blend in. He's taken up a seat somewhere in the street and is just busking, because I had to fill the time somehow. And
I have heard all I need to know from my time, well, posing as a busker.
I give the guitar back to the homeless person sat next to me. Yeah. Can I look around to see if there's, like, a house in particular that has maybe an increased guard presence?
You can make me a perception check if you would like to do such a thing.
Oh, my best skill.
An 18? Yeah. I mean, there certainly is. I think you would be drawn to the area that kind of becomes pretty obvious that the High Guard is keeping people away from, but almost all of the larger estates have High Guard stationed outside them now. Most of them also have their own mercenaries as well. And you can also tell that the Senate is not in session today. You can only see a couple of senators around near the top of the Acropolis doing other business, but it is not in session, and most people appear to be staying in their homes. There has been two murdered ambassadors, now a murdered senator, and rioting in this city in the past week. People are very on edge.
Don't know why they'd be on edge.
Do the houses have the names of the senators that live in them and on them?
No.
The mercenaries, do they have distinct uniforms?
They normally have, like, a color that's different, like, on their uniform. Like, they'll have a feather that is, like, purple for that noble family. But generally, there's not very many defining features of them. They're not, like, liveried up. This is a republic, after all. They shouldn't do that. They just normally have a sash or a feather.
Am I able to identify any said sash or decoration that matches those worn by the mercenaries we met last night and of the guard captain?
I would definitely say that you can find the house that has a couple of those mercenaries, and there is a lot of High Guard there. You can see outside the estate complex that there is easily, like, 24 High Guard, and inside you can see that there are more shadows too. I guess you can't tell from outside that if they're guards or if they're servants, but it's pretty heavily guarded at this point.
This would appear to be the one.
I'm just gonna watch it for a time.
Yeah. I would say that most of this takes like this will take most of the morning, and it also take into the afternoon as you're watching this. So if Winnie wants to still go to the Temple of Aranthor, we could do that quickly because that'll be before Aera gets back.
Um. Sure.
Oh, Jade.
Oh, I thought that was a new voice for Winnie, where she's become northern, and that was you saying so. So, it's time for our next adventure.
The fact that that was the reading of that is just mind blowing.
Wow. Just wow.
Amazing.
Just. I'm as southern gets. I'm from the. Anyway. Yeah, Uh. Yeah, I'll still head to the Temple of Aranthor.
Okay. You head to the temple. It is a beautiful, elaborate, like Greco-Roman pillars all over the place, lovely statues all over. And inside you can see that there are lots of priests, and there is a very large statue to Aranthor in the center.
I'm gonna go up to the statue of Aranthor.
Mm-hmm.
And try not to have a nap there. I'm going to just bow my head, do a little pray. I'll be like, just wondering, hey, I. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Uh, so Adeste told me that my path would become clear to me in time. And I'll be honest, I feel like I've hit a dead end. Something terrible's gonna happen, and I don't know how to stop it. I don't know where to go to stop it. And if you can help in any way, give some guidance of where I should go, what I should do, I could really use it right now.
Guidance is casted on you.
I would like you, Jade, to roll me a d20, please.
Oh, I'm not good at those. They're always low. 12.
Okay. You do not receive any response to your prayer.
Pretty please? uh, great.
Perhaps the
Great.
gods have abandoned you.
I.
Hmm?
Uh, when he's just like gonna cry there for a bit.
Yeah.
She's like, uh, just looking up and like, my family is gonna die. This whole city is gonna die, and you don't seem to care. I, I'm just asking for a little guidance of where to go.
just met with silence.
Asshole gods. That's why you want proper, good, useful gods.
You want gods that will reward you for starting a holy war.
Yeah. Not ones that ignore you when you ask for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the real evil god?
Yeah.
The one who wants thousands of people to be pointlessly slaughtered on a mountain, or the one who didn't answer your email?
The one who doesn't care who gets slaughtered.
Yeah.
Perfectly happy with the entire city being killed. If anything, that does make it the more evil god.
Wow.
Just saying.
I renounce you. And I walk off. And I leave.
Bum, bum, bum. Noted. Noted. That's going in the notes right there. That's into the notes. 1 second. Winnie renounces Aranthor at his shrine. Noted.
If he was any good god, he would have helped, given me any guidance.
Didn't even cast guidance on you.
Didn't even yeah, he can't. Yeah, that's it. You just get the effective guidance for the next minute.
I mean, that'd be something. It's more than what he did.
Yeah. Okay.
That's Winnie's only thing only option she had, and it's gone. So great. She leaves, goes to find others.
Yeah. Ursulim is staking out the house, and I believe that by the early afternoon, everybody is able to locate and find Ursulim.
Are they though?
Well, you haven't
I just turn
stealthed.
up.
Oh, I meant, are they able to find the house, not find me?
I just turn up.
Oh, that's true.
Because I know the house exactly.
That's true. I guess everybody else, you need to look for people that you know. So, Roz, Aira, and Xander, please make me.
What do you mean, Aira? I know where the house is.
Not A. Did I say Aira? I meant Winnie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
First Shell, now you. We're not attached at the hip.
Please make me perception checks, Winnie, Roz, and Xander.
14. Sorry, 15.
9.
15. I would say that Xander and Roz, you are able to find. Probably you find Aira rather than Ursulim. Winnie, I would assume.
With a giant smile on my face.
Yeah, I assume you would tag along with one of them. So you're able to find each other. And Ursulim, you would see beaming Aira walk right up to the house. No subtlety at all. So you are all there.
I see Ursulim and go, oh, you found it!
I pretend not to have heard.
I just walk up to you, and then I go, how'd you find it?
Turns out everyone seems to have noticed what's been happening.
Oh, good. So I got confirmation that it is definitely here, and we definitely need to be going here. The actual bad thing is in here, sort of.
Oh, fantastic.
So not only is this where he lived, he has an artifact that is making everything go bad.
Well, good. I've been observing this place for some time, and well, it seems like they seem to recognise that people may be approaching it sometime soon, for this is the most guarded place I have seen this whole time I've been here.
Well, luckily we don't actually need to go in. We just need to go under.
I see. How would we get underneath?
That I don't know.
That seems a pertinent question. For it would appear that to get underneath, we either would go in, or we would try and approach through some kind of underground complex that may or may not exist. I understand that this party has bad experiences with sewers, so I would not suggest using one of those if we could help you.
So, found out that the artifact that we're looking for is down in the catacombs beneath the house, way down. So, yeah, we do need to go back into some.
I see. Perhaps there would be a graveyard nearby which would lead down into a larger conclave of catacombs that may include the one that we need to get to.
It could.
Would you like to make a history check to find out?
Can I try and maybe see if there's one nearby?
You can make a perception check to see if there is a nearby graveyard.
Oh, I see. Okay. I seem to have
I don't know
accidentally
if you mentioned,
closed
did
my
I
character
find my
sheet.
way towards the others or no?
Yeah, no, you did. You checked
you
along
went.
with Roz or Xander.
Yeah, we were just hanging out outside, trying to pick up rumors, but they have town criers for rumors, so it wasn't hard.
With a 15, Ursulim, you can see absolutely no graveyards whatsoever.
Yes, it would appear that they don't have one up here.
What about cemeteries?
Winnie, you know full well that there aren't any because all the people who are dead in and anyone who dies in Haliashnar is buried in the catacombs under the tender care of the priests of Yilim, and they are buried in the necropolis district, which is this one up here. And the catacombs stretch all under the city, but that is how you get to the catacombs if you want to go and see a dead relative.
So whereabouts are we right now? Sorry, the house.
The blue dot,
house?
and that is the entrance to the necropolis over there.
Well, what I was told by, and this is on very good authority, that the where it is in the catacombs from back when when the city was just the Acropolis?
Yes, when the city was just the Acropolis, thousands of years ago.
So, did she say it was directly underneath, or was it a path?
She didn't say directly. She said beneath it, but I mean, language is language.
It does seem like this is the most straightforward path to get in. Like, this is on very, very. This is very good information that I have. That this is the best way to get there. We just somehow need to find a way in.
Indeed. Well, we want to try and sneak in. I would think that I would have the best shot at such a thing. Mayhaps, Roz, you could fly over and get a bird's eye view. Oh, sorry if that's offensive. Of the place, and get
Hang
and
on.
see if there is any
Roz is
notable
just confused.
I snap my fingers and have Luna appear.
That might be more subtle than me.
Yes. There's,
Little
yes.
owl.
That'll do the job just fine.
However, a walk around would probably reveal any other entrances. Perhaps
I've been here for quite some time. If there was another entrance, I'd have seen it by now.
Have you walked around the place?
I think I'd have been able to see it from here. I had a very
Not the back of the
chair.
building, you couldn't. The walls are in the way.
I was quite comfortable.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's hot out. I needed the shade.
I don't blame you.
There
I'm
is.
gonna do a I'm gonna have Luna fly above, and I'll look through. I'm gonna trance myself out and look through her view as she flies around and looks. Do I see anything in particular?
Would you like to make a perception check?
Yep. And cause it's Luna, they have advantage.
Hey.
Now, question: The question about this is: do I use my wisdom or Luna's wisdom for this part when it's me looking through their view?
I believe it's the familiars, but I will look.
Okay.
Hey, Hog. I just remembered now. While I was going around riling everything up,
Yeah.
could I have gone to a shop and got a gilded flower thing worth 300 gold? I think it is. Yeah.
Sure. Why? Why do you want it?
I need it for Summon Fae.
Right. I mean, if you have the 300 gold on you, sure, people will sell
Yeah.
that sort of tat all the time.
Yeah, I've got plenty, and it doesn't get used, so I can just keep on using it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So how do I put it into my thing?
You just add it to. You can just do a custom inventory item if it's not in there, which I assume it wouldn't be.
Yeah. In your inventory, go manage inventory, add custom item is the little thing, and you could just name it whatever.
Add custom item.
Yeah, you definitely use the owl's perception. Which I believe is +3. I might be mistook.
I just need to refill my drink quickly, so I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Oh,
no worries.
Jade,
Sorry.
did you roll perception or is it not coming through?
Oh no, I did actually. So did you say what I was needing to do?
Yeah, it's
Did you say
the owl's
whether
perception.
it is the owl's
Okay.
one? Okay.
I
Sorry.
just realized I didn't have enough money for it. I'm gonna get rid of it.
Oh.
I thought I did, but I didn't. Never mind.
Okay, hang on. It's one roll, but it's an advantage. So let me roll again. $19.
With a 19, you can see that there are 2 other doors, one at the side and one at the back of the building. They are also guarded. And there are many, many windows on the upper floors as well.
Okay, so 2 other doors, one on the side, one on the back, and they're both guarded as well.
Yep, there's 3 guards at the side, 1 and 2 guards at the back.
Okay, I will relay that to the others.
Okay.
While you... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So there's one. So there's one I see there's 4 walls, so there's one without an entrance?
Yeah.
Okay. How high is the wall?
The walls would be... It's 3-story building, so they would be 60 feet and then 20 feet for the roof, so 80 feet total.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to also have Luna just have or just can you see through the windows? Like we see that there's guards on the outside. Is there any visible people on the inside of the building? If
Yes,
we're looking through. Okay.
there are people inside too.
Hello.
Hello. Also, while you are discussing what you wish to do with this building, you hear another town crier going through the streets, ringing their bell and telling the news of the day. And the crier announces loudly to the crowd, "Senator confirmed murdered! Senator confirmed murdered! Priests of Calarax say aggressive mob murdered the senator. Any information, please see the High Guard." And they're just going through the street saying that.
Be relieved to know I bought us a day from the farmers nearby.
Yes.
Okay.
That wasn't the farmers.
That was the other witnesses. I sure hope that the coach driver doesn't get there.
Well, ignore him. I made my threats clear to that man.
Yeah, okay. So, this place is looking fortified as hell.
Normally the catacombs that could lead onto here are also, and I'd say where they are. They're like up that direction. There is a lot of trekking underground, but I think it's
Well, what I know is the closer we get to, we could go that way, and then there is a thing of the problem of the closer we get to the artifact, the more undead we'll see.
And we'd be going into the catacombs with.
And we'd be going into the catacombs with a lot of undead, well, with a lot of bodies.
With a lot of corpses, yeah.
And
shit.
we would be wandering around not knowing where we're going. Whereas this way is a more direct, from what I've been told.
Any sewer grates nearby? Let's just do our classic tried and true method.
Oh,
you could be searching around for some sewers.
Like, honestly, it seems the best bet right now. Perception, 16.
Okay, yeah, that's sewer grates.
Now,
do you know if these sewers I could do like the ones in thingy and leads everywhere?
yes,
Winnie.
Do I know the things here that lead everywhere?
Winnie, no, Roz can't because Roz didn't actually grow up in the city, and Xander can because Roz didn't live here enough to know the answer to that question.
So, do we know?
History.
Oh, history.
Histoire.
I don't have thing in history. That's a 5.
Oh no.
Xander, with a 12, you would know that the catacombs are very deep below the city. So the Acropolis itself is almost 1.5 kilometers out of the rest of the city, and the city itself is like 2 kilometers high from the surrounding landscape. It's very high, this place. The catacombs are on the degree of kilometers below the city, And if the Acropolis is that much higher, then you can think of that as being at that distance to it. The catacombs are extremely far below this city, and the sewers are not. The sewers are at the surface.
Perhaps our best bet then would be to navigate our way down the hillside and attempt to find an entrance next to the river. Failing that, we could then proceed further to the main Acropolis entrance that we know of. It seems unusual for there to be a 2.5 kilometer pathway down from the house to the catacombs.
I mean,
I just
I was told that this was the way, and it's very good information. I can't stress how good this information is.
Okay, I get that, but how do you propose we do this?
So how many people are here that we know of?
There are, that you can see outside, 3 dozen guards. Out front, there is easily 20. At the side door, there is 3. At the back door, there is 2. And the remainder are patrolling around.
I do hate to say that the place appears to be impenetrable from this locale.
There's windows on the upper floor. They don't have guards outside them.
Yes, quite impenetrable.
We could go into a nearby sewer and check if there's anyone nearby to anything near that could lead to under this house specifically, or
So away from through the sewers into the house that isn't guarded, is what you're getting at.
well, because if it's deep under this house, then this house has a passageway or something that goes. Maybe we can, in the sewers underneath, we could find maybe a possible entrance to it. Just a long shot. I don't know what. We're not gonna be able to deal with that many guards.
Yeah.
What if we manage to lure them away?
With what? Start another riot? That might just make them hunker down and guard that even more.
Indeed. While some of these appear to be town guard, many would be independent mercenaries. Their only objective is to guard this place. What happens to the rest of the city seems to be outside of their remit, one would presume. Although, with their senator dead, who are they being paid by now?
Likely the estate, I would imagine.
So we know the senator's name now. Do I know more about the senator? Do they have a family that lives here with them?
That would be a history check, Jade.
Do I have advantage because I've lived here?
I mean, there are 500 senators. I don't think you would know all of them. With a 7? You don't know specifically about Brannis, but you know that most senators live with their families in their villas. So probably. They would certainly have a lot of servants.
Yes. Both the outside of the house is guarded and the inside is full of observers. I, of course, can disguise myself to get inside, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you, who could know? One advantage about there being so many guards is that it is easy to blend in amongst them. Thank you for looking at my channel there, Hog.
Shush. Shush. And we're moving swiftly on from that. I didn't think he was going to open it in that one. Anyway, yeah. So
Mistake we've all made.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get guard uniforms.
Did you say there's only 2 next to one door and 3 next to another door?
Yeah, there's 2 at the back door and 3 at the side door, and then there
Can
is.
they see each other?
No, but there are groups patrolling around.
Are there others that can see?
Yeah,
yeah.
so
There's patrols.
It's really heavily guarded, not just like a few guards at the door.
Hmm. Look, I got charm person. I'm trying to see if that.
I seem to think that went poorly before.
No, that was friends before.
You weren't even there for that.
There, perhaps there's. I know these catacombs are old. Perhaps there's a map somewhere.
Would there be a map somewhere, Og?
if anyone had ever done a map, it would be kept by the priests of Yillim. As the only people who can take you to your relatives in the catacombs are the priests of Yillim.
Do you think it would be a terrible idea if I disguised myself as the senator? I do, frankly.
I would like to see that.
That would be a horrible idea.
As the DM, I would personally like to see Ursulim try to bluff your way out of that one.
Yeah. Persuasion may be my greatest strength. Deception is not.
Also,
Now,
they found
very
his
honest
body.
Ah, yes, I see. Well, did they though? Because it got ran over.
Okay, well, what they found was the pile of bodies you dumped in the river.
Do you know what would have been handy? If we took the clothes off the bodies.
It's too late. We've already done
too late.
I could
no sense
disguise
dwelling
myself
on
with
it.
the senator in commoner's clothes and say to fake his death he had to mash up the face of a commoner. Otherwise, the forces would have got him. Now, Era, you seem to have an almost omnipotent knowledge of what's going on here for reasons unknown. Do you know someone who might be trying to stop the senator besides us? One he could describe as an enemy.
Oh, no.
I see. Well, my plan is ruined.
I mean, okay, so I did go around and tell people there was a thingy. We could go and see if we can convince somebody to go to the senator's place and get the. I'm gonna. Maybe if I go talk to the Knights of the Vale, maybe they'll have a way of helping.
What?
The Knights of the Vale, they're big, tough guys, and they might help. And they're not beholden to. They're not part of the thing. So, but if they find out there's like undead, and that. They might help us somehow.
How and why and what kind of situation would their involvement create? We are trying to avoid chaos within the land.
We are trying to avoid chaos, but
I'm over the sewer idea right now to check it out.
Yeah, let's
Not that
go
we
check the
commit to it.
sewer, and then if there's nothing we can find, there's nothing we can find. But yeah, let's go into the sewer, head towards the
estate.
the estate, and see what we see.
Very well. I do believe that is our best chance. For
Hmm.
I do not think it is a possibility for all of us to successfully sneak inside this place.
No, unfortunately. I could get in.
I could probably get in.
I
I
can
think
teleport
Roz could
people
likely
in,
get in
but
as well.
it'll take a bit of few of my spells, and I don't know.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
No, it
That's
does not seem a
so much
possibility for us.
risk at a
Yeah.
time when we don't have any to spare.
Okay, let's go to the sewer, check, see if there's anything we can do, and then go from there.
Yeah, and just to be clear, we're looking for a way up into the estate so we can find the way they have to the catacombs.
Yeah, we're
Either
either
up into the
looking.
estate or a path that leads down from there that could be the catacombs. Definitely. Yeah.
Though, as far as what was shared with us regarding that, that's not the case.
It's yes.
The
There won't
sewers
be.
are
There won't
shallow,
be a
the
direct
catacombs are
path.
deep.
There
Yeah,
won't
but
be
the
a direct
path to them could be connected.
But if there is a path connecting the house to the catacombs, because there's an entrance to the catacombs on the estate grounds. Wait, you said on the estate grounds, did she said on the estate grounds, didn't she, Hug? Not the house. Hug?
Hug has said that they got to mute
Needs to
for a
be
minute.
muted.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I can't remember if she said estate grounds or if she said it's like house. If she specified house, because if she didn't specify house, that might mean that it's not in the house we need to get, and there might be like another building or something like that on the estate.
I think it was. I think that it was said that it was in like the catacombs, which is why we're even considering having to get there in the first place.
Yeah, no, the whole thing was that there's an entrance to the catacombs.
Oh, okay.
On the estate, but I can't
Yeah.
remember if Thingy said it was on the estate, just on the estate, or in the house on the estate. Because if it's just on the estate, it might not be
Inside the house. It might be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Some weirdo was making weird noises outside. Oh dear, Hog.
I don't know what was up. I just made sure my door was locked.
Sorry.
Yeah, fair enough when that happens.
Yeah, Hog.
Yes.
Did she say that? What did she say specifically? Was it that it's on the estate?
He said that the magic, because she's not omnipotent, the magic was powerful enough that she knew that it was on the estate, but she also knew that the estate was directly connected to the catacombs below. So the object could be in the estate or it could be beneath the estate.
Oh, so she didn't say it was in the catacombs.
No, she just said that it was directly connected to the catacombs. She doesn't know precisely its location.
But she knows it's here.
Yes.
So with the knowledge is that the house is directly connected to the catacombs.
It's very likely that it is in the catacombs.
Well, and it is exceedingly guarded up here with no seeming way in.
It's very clear that its connection to the catacombs is relevant.
Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense to have it in his house, because the place it would do the most is if it was in the catacombs, right?
Yeah, like it wouldn't do anything if he didn't have
that's
bodies.
logical.
Yeah, and then the entrance does not necessarily have to be in the house.
No, there is another way to get into the catacombs. It's just that yeah, you're going to go 2.5 kilometers underground through unmapped tunnels.
I think what Gwen's getting at is the entrance to the catacombs that is on the estate doesn't necessarily have to be inside the house.
Oh, right. Yes, no, it does not necessarily have to be there.
Can we check to see if there's anything around? Did anyone see anything?
Did Luna see any other structures on the estate?
Let me go to this.
Theater of the mind.
The mind.
Theater of the mind. The mind, I say.
That's what we used in the 90s.
Okay, so you got your typical You got your typical. Oh my goodness. Your typical villa shape. You got your wall. Sure, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to move that. Why won't you let me just draw a line? Okay, whatever. It's not a straight line, but I don't care. It's a wall there. You got your little into the courtyard. You got your door. You got your door on the side here.
Hmm.
And then you got one on the back over here. And then there is a wall here. Actually, yeah, no, that would be and then there'd be like a little thingy over there. In addition, oh yeah, and then there's pretty clear street clearance around it. For what buildings surround it. Like, it's a 30-foot gap around it, so it would be quite the leap of faith to jump the distance is the point there, so it's hard to break into it. This being a rich person who doesn't like poor people. It's okay, he's dead now. On the thing, apart from this, the only structures there would be a small structure here by this gate. There would probably be a small block kind of there. And then a well probably in the middle of, well, probably like to the side.
Well.
That would be it. Most of the structure is just in the wings of the building.
So the structures in the top there, what are they?
This looks like it's just some sort of like just a building, so that if somebody is watching the back, they have somewhere that's out of the rain. It doesn't look like it's very substantial. It's kind of just like a roof with
so a guardhouse.
Yeah, kind of guardhousey. You could use it for other things, but yes, kind of guardhousey. And then this.
I know those well. I spent a good while as a security guard. It's basically a shack to keep the water off you. Sometimes there's power.
This does not have power. I can tell you that much. This looks like a toilet block. Not. That's right, everybody. This spans the universe. I remember to put the toilets in. Take that, all of sci-fi and fantasy. Sorry.
So if there's a well...
Yeah, there is a well. There's a well. Just here.
Wow. It works as a well on top of a mountain?
There's aquifers under big pieces of rock.
Case in point, most of Japan.
There's a lot of water in Japan.
Just like for something that has been, I don't know.
Maybe they're very good at water management.
Hmm.
And they haven't drained their aquifer.
Hmm.
Maybe they magically replenish it with the magical druid powers that exist in this world.
Hmm.
I definitely
I-
think that an aquifer at high altitude is one of the more believable suspensions of disbelief in this universe.
See, I was just gonna say, it's a WoW. That's maybe there's a way into the thing from the WoW.
It's poor form to get your drinking water from where you buried grandma.
That is
Yeah,
true.
but also, it's poor form to have a WoW running near sewers. Surely.
I
This
mean, not
is
if you dig the sewers uh, uh, around the. No,
Mhm.
I don't have. Wait, well, not if your sewers are managed properly. I would
also this
say.
is the past. I didn't say these people didn't have cholera.
That is true. I mean, they're rich people. They're more likely to not. So.
Mm.
Okay,
You
like-
cannot assess the depth of this well. I'll tell you that much. I will be honest. I haven't put tremendous thought into the well, but it is present.
Okay. Well, it looks like the best thing to do is just go through the normal catacombs because, like, we're not getting in that building.
Indeed. Make use of the connection that exists between those places to enter where they are weak.
Yeah.
Or fireball the guards.
That
And look,
it's. Oh, yeah, I won't lie and say the thought hadn't crossed my mind.
like. So where did you say that the different guards were? Is it 2 in the back?
You want me to just? I'll do numbers. How about that? So we got 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not writing numbers, is it? 2, 3, 20.
20.
And then that leaves 6, 11 patrolling.
Around the wall.
Yeah,
And
in
this-
groups
is this-
of 3, except for the group of the pair.
So this is a wall around.
No, these are the adjacent buildings. So these are like the other
Oh.
buildings around. So they're 30 feet away.
Oh,
About.
so we could just like walk this way, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, you can walk past it. That's not a problem.
And, like they wouldn't really.
Unless you looked like you were trying to go into the building, they wouldn't accost
Is
you.
Are there, okay, here's the thing we haven't asked. Are there people being around because of gossip?
I mean,
Rubberneckers.
Yeah, there's definitely like a couple of older
Like a bunch of people coming up to say, like, my condolences to the family.
Oh no, this is a rich person. Nobody's gonna miss him.
Okay.
But there probably is some gawkers who are just like, "Oh, did you hear there was a murder? Yeah, it was terrible. He got ran over by a cart and thrown in a river."
So like this here.
They're living up. They didn't know that he was shot as well.
Oh yeah, so it is a closed gate. I'll draw a line over it if it helps.
Yeah. But like that is. So how tall is this wall?
The wall going around is about 10 foot, so you can't really see into the garden.
But we know there's 2 guys in this area.
Because you look down from above.
Yeah. And then.
I just.
Because like yeah, no, I like.
Would you like a piece of advice?
Yeah.
Go through the toilets.
Go through the toilets.
I suggested the sewer.
I did think of going through and then taking out, doing whatever to these.
You only have
two.
to kill 2 people then.
I didn't even say to kill. I said take out.
Well, I mean, if you've got any blades on you, use them on them. You've just been through a sewer, so chances are.
Well, I don't have.
The only one that
I
uses a blade is Zerzalim.
I smack things with his staff.
I think if you bludgeon them enough and you're covered in sewage, they're probably still going to be prone to infection.
So,
We're not taking a swim down there.
Well, if you go and cut the toilets, I can tell you now that it's not going to be a clean trip.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
Can we see the closest manhole for the sewers nearby?
So if we go into the sewers and make our way to this toilet.
Oh, I'm
Okay. You can
She's
find
saying if we.
You can find there are covers to the sewers. They are metal grates. But you know how plumbing works in this city. Anyone who's lived here, this toilet block is just probably 5 cubicles, and it's just a tube to the sewer. There's nothing. There's no plumbing. There's no flush. It's
just plop.
It's just a hole.
It's just a hole.
I have relevant photos.
Yeah, it's a garderobe basically. It's the oldie toilet style. It's just a long.
I agree with Pokey. This is a really shitty situation.
True.
See, okay, so here's so. Let me have a look.
But yeah, you will also know from just knowledge thing that the toilets are the level of the street level is probably about 60 feet over where the sewer level is. That's mostly to keep the smell from the fact that toilets don't have plumbing away from you. So
how close are those two to the toilets?
I mean, one of them's probably standing by the door, the other one's probably just chilling in the garden.
You also got to remember, we'd have to take them out before they could even yell for help, that there's intruders.
I have charm person. I can charm 2 people at once.
Oh.
I need to look up. Does being covered in poo affect the outcome of charm person? Hang on, let me look.
So. Somehow.
I don't. Something tells me that specifically isn't written in the rules.
Well, see, typical D&D, not covering everything.
The thing is, once we even get in the house is inhabited. There are people inside.
And you're gonna smell bad.
We've got prestidigitation for that.
Not for 5 people in a short space of time.
I just look. It's not the thing of smelling bad to me. It's the fact of the house is inhabited. There are people inside. We're gonna walk in, and what are we gonna do at that point?
Okay, so here's my plan. Okay, I go in through the poop chute. I charm them. Then I tell them, oh, can you let my friends in? They let you guys in through the back when there's no so the patrol is in, and then I ask them, oh, I ask them to show us around and things. Then if it goes wrong, it's only me that needs to get away.
Let me just check.
And I'm the only one that needs to get prestidigitationed.
I mean, if you want to try and charm them, you are welcome to do so.
I'm only going to do it if everyone agrees.
You climb in through the sewer and we just go in. Sounds great.
I go in through the sewer. I charm the 2 guards that are in there. Are they? Oh yeah, that's another thing. Are they within 30 feet of each other?
I mean, probably not at the moment, but you didn't see them. It was the birds that saw them. So one of them was by the door, and one of them was just like milling around in the garden.
Yeah.
So where their actual position is when you get there, you don't know yet because they have legs.
Yeah, but I could. I mean, that's fair. Like, I could like.
Maybe one of them
Make
needs to
some-
take a leak.
I don't
I'm
know.
done.
Just saying. If anyone wants to climb up the toilet, one of them might have a full bladder. Just saying.
Where's the spell cause nature calling?
So you want to help when the plan is for somebody to climb up the toilet, you want to encourage one of the guards to leap alone.
No, not that, you silly.
You wait till they're done.
I just like the idea of one of you standing on one of the rooftops, like waiting. Yes, the plan is beginning. They're climbing through the sewers now. Yes, perfect. Now I will make them go to the toilet. This is perfect.
Yes. If only I could cast magic.
Yeah.
Wait, if. So how much?
Also,
What
I
would you
will
say is about 30 feet of like there?
30 feet of this place.
So
I'd say
say-
probably the toilet block is 30 feet.
So say one was here
Yeah.
and one was here,
Yeah.
like right in the middle. They'd be within 30 feet of each other.
Yeah, I'd probably like it. But if one's over by the guardhouse or by the gate talking to anyone who's coming past, then the other one won't be there.
I mean, that's fine.
That's when you
Okay.
fireball.
So okay, no. So does anybody want to do my crazy idea, or do you want to just go through the catacombs?
I don't
Okay,
see
let's
it
just go through the
ending well.
catacombs.
I see us going into about it not working immediately
Yeah,
and then having a
okay.
mass big fight.
Okay,
And that's why I have to fight all the guards.
Yeah, let's go to the catacombs then.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's just an idea I had.
I mean, you had rope. You could try and climb over the ceiling, the roofs at night, but
Oh yeah,
It
we
would
don't
probably
even know.
be quicker to go through
here's
the
the thing:
catacombs
we don't
at that
have many,
point.
many days.
We got today and tomorrow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and there's no reason. Like, if we just wait until night to see how heavily guarded it is at night, it's not going to do anything. So, like, the best thing to do is just go.
Oh, I wasn't meaning to make it sure that it was less guarded. I was meaning because then you could just throw a rope over the roof and nobody would see you.
Well, yeah, I know. Like, it'll be easier to get around at night, but I'm just saying, like.
Okay, you want to go
Like,
to the?
like nobody likes my
Hmm.
ideas, so.
I
mean, it's.
I know it's a risky idea. That's the whole point.
It's good for getting in, but
What we do once we're in, I don't like, because the house is inhabited. Like, there's people there. What, we're gonna go in, and instantly people would see us and then yell for help. Like,
Not for we're the guards.
how long does charm person last?
An hour.
Okay, but how are you gonna have the guards convince the others that, like, we're okay?
Only need them to convince the people inside the house.
But what are they gonna say to them is the thing, because the people inside the house are the people living there. The guards are just hired help. It's like, oh, that's okay. You can bring these ones in. It's fine. It's a particular. I don't know how you can convince people that it's okay. We're in their house.
But I have an important question for you all. How does that
Mm.
change if you go through the catacombs?
Yeah, because we might need to go into the house anyway.
But we emerge into the house in a situation under our control.
Mm-hmm.
Already with the knowledge that people don't necessarily expect us to be there. And I could switch into my guard stealth uniform at that point also. Nothing to stop me doing it if we were to go in the back way, though, either. Now, if we're waiting until night, we might as well take the path through the catacombs. Probably
Okay,
be
so
as quick.
you
so
don't
here's
know
another
that there is a
question.
path in the catacombs. Just to
No,
make that
no,
very, very
no.
clear, you don't actually know that there is a map, and you don't know if there is a mapped section that leads to this place.
The only way we know is that it's in this place or the catacombs connected to this place.
Yeah, you know that this place is connected to the catacombs. You don't know if the entrance to the catacombs is still connected to that.
We should ask the people. Like, we have time. We have today. We should go and talk to. It's the Princess Jailer, isn't it? For the catacombs, isn't it?
No, it's the priest of Yilin.
No.
Yilin. Sorry. We should talk to Princess Yilin and we could honestly just explain the situation, at least part of it, and say or just ask, are there known like connections with for the catacombs to people's houses? Or hey, what's in the who's buried like approximately 2.5 kilometers southeast
Hey,
of this
Or
part?
I just got an idea. Xander used to be part of the guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This
and
is true.
Xander wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Could we get Xander to talk to a guard that could Xander talk to a guard that he knows and explain and start and something? I don't know. Could Xander do something? Because
Could
he's
Xander be like,
guard.
hey, there's shit happening from this house. Get a warrant.
Like yeah, like talk to some higher up thing saying that there's apparently going to be a undead thing and it's connected to the senator's death.
Well, that is certainly a possibility, but I would like to add a new detail, as you've been doing this planning for quite a while now. You see one of the messengers that you saw following around town crowds has come around and is beginning to put up posters.
It's one of the posters of us, isn't it?
It's not. They're not exactly you, but there's a dragonborn for sure. There's an elf. There's a gnome. There's another elf. And then a shadowy figure that for some reason the coach driver seemed reluctant to describe. Oh, and also there's probably graffiti at this point of vampires just around the place.
Woody's just gonna despair at the sight of that.
See, I think Xander is the best bet, is trying to get Xander to get
The High Guard is thousands and thousands of soldiers.
High Guard is thousands and thousands of soldiers, yes.
The odds that Xander would know somebody guarding this house are minuscule.
I'm not talking about somebody who thingy, but like if Xander went to the guard people barracks place and told them that there's information that he's found about the about everything, about the fact that there is an undead artifact thing and it's related to the senator's death.
It's possible.
It's more to get him to get them going, oh, there's something related to the senator's death. We need to that it's got something to do with the house. Maybe we should do a search, and then they go and do a search.
Quick question regarding the posters.
Yeah, yes.
Does Roz's likeness include his mask?
Probably not, because I imagine that the coach driver would have just described Dragonborn, and because you're wearing a mask, the description wouldn't be a very good likeness. Mostly it's the togetherness of that combination of people.
Ah. Okay,
Why should leave the
thank you.
coach driver alive?
It's also quite dark as well, so like he didn't
It's
get a
moot
good
at this
look at it.
point, so
Okay. I'm willing to go along with whatever everybody else wants to do. And if
say we
everything
go-
goes to shit, I'm running away.
I think
Fair.
we go into the sewers or we go up to the catacomb. Like,
I am not gonna
Now
give
here's
any.
I will offer this as well. Would it help for the fact that you will, because we're not having a stream next week, you would have an extra week to think about what you want to do? Would that help at all?
Sure.
if people want to think about it, sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean,
I've got ideas, but like,
the trouble is we very likely won't.
I've got ideas, and people don't like my risky ideas. So
Well,
I'm
all
just
the
willing
ideas are
to
going to
go
have
ahead
risk.
with everybody else.
As a baseline, all of your ideas are going to have risk.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna
it's
go
D&D.
ahead with whatever everybody else wants to do.
Yeah, that's fine. But like, because what we could do is like we can wrap it up here, and you can make your plans, and then we can present the plans next week, and then obviously do not next week. Sorry, the week after.
Next
and
time.
then do it with the plans completed, because you'll have 2 weeks to work out some sort of scheme, and also M might have ideas too.
Why didn't we have a stream next week, by the way? Just
because I have to go to a family thing on Sunday, so I won't be here.
Well, how dare you put family ahead of your D&D party?
Wow.
Actually works because I was away anyway. So.
There you go.
Okay, fair enough.
Sweet's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's not the footy this time.
Nah, I'm in London.
But yeah, okay. So that's what we'll do. We are coming up with the plan, so people brain power. You should be able to come to this whenever you want, because now that the server's not crashed like it did last time, you should just be able to log whenever, so you can see this. And you can ask questions about positions of stuff and things. But yeah, I mean, this is the place where you're gonna get answers. It's a tricky puzzle. You've activated my villa puzzle. Something?
Your villa card.
Yeah, my villa card. But yeah, we will call it for now so that everyone can brain power. And then we'll have it more concise next time. So, thank you all very much for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for running, Hug.
We will go and find somebody to raid, and I will go and do a ta-ta. BRB everybody. And also, bye-bye everybody, but BRB and bye-bye. It's very weird if you've used the word.
Bye, RB.
Bye RB. Yeah, bye RB. We got a new expression. Okay. Let us go and see who is here. So thank you all so much, everyone, for hanging out and chilling. I hope you had a good time today. Lots of answers, lots of good RP. Remember, there won't be a stream next week because I will not be here. Because I have to go to a family thing. But thank you so much for the raid from Kime. I don't actually know, Devil, how to pronounce Kime. And Devil, of course. And Fushber at the start. And all the bitties and stuff. Thank you all so much. The VOD should be up fairly soon. Once I've had my dinner, I will ask Twitch to upload it. You can check, that'll be on YouTube. So check that there. We are going to go see who is live. Oh, Lollop's live. We haven't read Lollop in a while. Let's go read Lollop. And here you go. Here's some raid messages. And hopefully we'll be able to sort out some sort of plan over the next week with 1K. So Kime? I hope that's right. Kime. So first stream today, Pog. Big Pogs. Devil Sister stream. Yeah. I should be live tomorrow, bar any major disasters. Oh no, yeah, I'll almost certainly be live tomorrow. I might even be live early because my partner is away tomorrow because she's going to visit a friend in London. So I have stuff to do because I have a proposal to write. So I will probably end up going live tomorrow, but we'll see. And probably for Stellaris. But thank you all so much. It is lovely as always. I will do some big thinking. We only have 5 episodes left of this arc. So we're hopefully going to be getting into it pretty soon. Like the craziness. We will see. But tomorrow stream, probably Stellaris Devil, if I don't want to play a different strategy game, because I want to carry on with my Stellaris. So, but for now, everybody, bye 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 bye, bye 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 bye. Have a nice time with Lollip. Toodaloo, sayonara, au revoir, arrivederci, all the rest of them. Bye 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 bye.